back. Look at Winnie in the holiday fair.
I had to, she's been a big part of the pod. I got to drop some money on her, man.
That's nice. What is that, Gucci?
It's Fendi.
Ooh, well, I'm offended about that price. Jesus.
Yeah, dude, she's doing some big shit in L.A. She's able to stop in occasionally now.
Very good, yeah.
She's having a Betty White type resurgence.
And she outlived her. Hey, happy holidays.
Hey, get in there.
Sally brought, don't tell me you brought a cookie, you sick fuck.
Oh, you fucker. I just did Seth Meyers. They give me...
Thank you.
Amazing experience, great show, but they give you the bag of the Levain cookies.
The Levain.
And then I was gonna not take them, but I saw Ted Danson take them. I'm like, who am I to not take them?
If he's taking them, you gotta take them. You gotta take. How is Ted? Is he 6'8"? What is he?
He's tall. He looks suave as fuck.
Wow.
His tailored suit looked great. We were just talking about the making of one coffee a day, pregnant.
Yeah.
That's rough.
No one talks about that. Everybody knows, hey, no booze, no drugs, no smoking, but no sushi, no cold cuts, no oysters. She can't take Pepto-Bismol. You can't even have. It's crazy the amount of shit. No Pepto.
How about like a peppermint pill? Could you do that?
Probably.
But no Pepto. I took it yesterday.
You live on Pepto.
Shit, I took it this morning.
Exactly.
I take it every fucking day.
That's your spinach.
I'm a piece of shit.
You're Popeye. But yeah, no one talks about all the other stuff. And you'll be like, oh, we're doing shrooms tonight. Here you go. Shrooms. Yeah. Like everything.
Yeah, I would advise against that one.
I didn't know what's natural.
I know, but that one seemed like a layup.
That's true. That's true.
You can't do acid on shrooms? This is fucking crazy.
Well, acid's a chemical. It's in a Bible. This is
I know, but shrooms. I would have assumed like psychedelics or is shrooms a psychedelic?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, you probably shouldn't do it.
Psilocybin. Imagine that baby in there like, whoa, it's like a planetarium. All of a sudden, you got Orion's belt up your ass.
He's in there like, oh my God, it's crazy. I'm going to come out of that thing.
I was jizz, man. I was in my dad's balls.
That's crazy. I want to hear about this gig you did with...
Woo!
Okay, so it's, first off, Big Jer.
Yeah.
Who else? Springsteen?
Springsteen closed.
Okay.
Jerry, Springsteen, Stewart, Gaffigan, Norah Jones.
Wow.
And Questlove.
Damn.
If that tickles your taint.
Oh, he's great. I love him.
Yeah. But Bob Woodruff, Stand Up for Heroes, shout out to him. He makes all this money for these vets. I mean, this guy's in the front row with no legs.
Wow.
Probably shouldn't have said, that joke's got legs, unlike him.
Oh.
No, I didn't say that, but it ran through the head.
Yeah.
2 years ago, I would have. But don't forget Larry on Saturday.
Yeah.
That was Monday.
Oh, my God. So
what a week.
You spent time with both creators of Seinfeld.
Exactly.
It can't get, I mean, that's like comedy fucking camp 101.
Yes. Make-A-Wish, baby.
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you about the Larry thing, because
he didn't look happy in the picture.
He was miserable. I was miserable. It was bad. It was like a hostage situation.
Damn it.
I'd rather be waterboarded than go through that again.
Because he knew, his agent was like, this guy demands you meet. This is like a thing he would hate.
Yes.
This is like a curb.
It's a curb app.
Like he has to.
Yes.
He has to shake your hand and take a photo.
Exactly.
And in the curb app, you'd be like played by someone. You'd be played by like Alex Edelman or something.
Yeah, exactly. So just long story short, I'm doing the Chicago theater. He goes. Berkowitz goes, hey, Larry wants to do it that night. Can he have the 5 o'clock slot? You move your show from 7 to 8 just to give a little more breathing room. And I said, no problem, but I get to meet him. And he said, yeah, no problem. That's easy.
And this is my agent, by the way.
Yes.
And this is like, he's a bulldog, but I can imagine he did not enjoy delivering this news to Larry David.
I can imagine, too, because I don't think he ever did. Larry was in the dark.
He didn't know about it?
That's why this was so awkward.
That's why he's a good agent. He just made it happen.
So here's the rundown. So Larry, his guy, I'm not going to say his name, but he's on WME. He's on your team.
Yeah.
He's Larry's point man.
Okay.
I'm not going to say his name because I'm about to fuck this guy right in the ass.
I know who it is already.
Okay.
I think.
So I'm in Chicago. Me and DeVito are out at a lunch spot, having coffee, talking comedy. We're having a great time. Anthony DeVito, look him up.
One of the best.
One of the best. Just that.
So funny.
So funny. And just walking around that downtown Chicago. We're in Kalamazoo the night before, no offense. So it was like quite an upgrade. The river going through, the Lake Michigan, the Sears
That would be
Tower.
funny if someone in Kalamazoo is like, what? Chicago's, they don't know. They're like,
Yeah.
Kalamazoo is fucking cool, dude.
Yeah. The theater wasn't bad, but as a town, it's,
No, Chicago is top 5 in the States. Chicago's
easily.
You got the water. It's fucking. I love New York, but it's affordable.
Yeah, true.
It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
The architecture is insane. The food is great. It's a top tier city.
Yes.
Through and through.
Millennial Mile, the park, the Bean.
Yeah.
And I'm a Ferris Bueller nut, so I'm just going, oh, yeah. Bump,
Twist
bump.
and shout.
Yeah. So Larry's guy's hitting me up, and he's going, hey, the show's at 5. You might want to come early, meet him before the show. And I go, oh, well, we're out at lunch. I still got to go shower. I was planning on coming to the show.
They're already fucking you.
Exactly. And he's like, well, he's going to want to leave right after his show. And I'm like, I'm out. They told me after, so I had planned on after, and now you're trying to switch it up on me. He's like, you might not be able to do it after. I'd come before. And I'm like, I'll never make it. I got to go home and shower and get my outfit on and the whole thing.
This is fucked up.
It's fucked up. So I'm like, I put my foot down. I'm like, hey, fuck you. We agreed to this. I moved
Got
the
him on
time.
the phone?
Well, I'm texting. I'm like, hey, we agreed to this. And he's like, all right, we'll see. Give me the we'll see. And I'm like, what was all this? What was all the agreement?
This is fucking Peeve City all over it.
So his show's at 5, so I show up at 5:30 because I want to see the show. He's doing an evening with Larry David. It's him and Susie Essman on stage. It was really funny.
Oh, that's cool.
Super cool. Q&A. Larry's up on his feet telling stories. One guy goes, Larry, did you keep anything from the Seinfeld set? And he was like, yeah, I kept some stuff from the diner. And he goes, no, that's boring. Give me some real dirt. And Larry goes, boring? Fuck you. Fuck you. And he's up on his feet. You call me boring? He does that whole thing. And it was great. And then after the show, they whisk Larry off into the green room, and I'm like, this is it. So Larry's guy comes and grabs me, and he goes, let's do it. And he looks annoyed at me, like, let's get this over with. And I'm like, why am I the bad guy? But whatever.
Oh my
so we get to Larry's green room.
Did he have any idea who you were?
No idea.
So he didn't know you were doing the show after him?
Nothing.
You could just be some dipshit roaming the halls.
Yes, exactly. And I got that weird thing on my arm. He probably thought I had cancer or something. And I just got a blood infusion because that was from the IVs.
That's why I travel with Vito. People are like, he might have cancer.
He's bald.
He's bald. He's got the thin eyebrows. It could be.
So Larry's in the green room, that green room with 12 people, old people. His daughter's in there. He's got family in there. And they're all like, great show. Good to see you. And he's like, I haven't seen you since New York City in 1971. He's talking to all these people.
Fuck.
And his point guy is looking at me. I'm standing outside the green room like this. And he goes, we got to do it now. We got to do it now. If we don't do it now, it'll never happen.
Like
I'm like,
Secret Service. They're like, the eagle is landing.
Yes, exactly. Meanwhile, I'm at my hotel room showering, like, me and Larry are going to talk about stand-up. We're going to talk about opening for Jerry. We're going to talk about the Dodgers. We're going to talk about New York. I'm going to talk about the show. He's going to get me in a headlock. He's going to noogie me. We're going to kiss. I have all these fantasies. I thought about asking for a guest set. Like, what kind of crazy world am I living
for
in?
your show. He's like, I should bring back Curb. This guy could be my new wacky neighbor.
Yes, I fuck his daughter. I thought all kinds of stuff was going to happen. So I'm outside the green room, and he's like, let's do it now. And I'm like, give him a minute. He's talking to some old guy, their old friend. Give him a minute. And he's like, it's now or never. And I'm like, all right, fine. And this pimple, this twerp, he goes, hey, Larry, sorry to interrupt. This guy wants to meet you. And Larry's like, okay. And I just come in.
This guy is rough.
How about he's doing the show next to you after you? It's sold out. How about he's a stand-up comedian? How about he opens for Jerry? How about he moved his time for you? Give me some context, you queef. You killed me.
This is rough. And did you see the agent afterwards? Was he in there?
Well, who?
The guy who fucked you over.
He was the one going, we got to do it now.
Oh,
That's
I thought
him.
It was just a security guy. Okay.
Oh, no. This is his point guy, his assistant or whatever you want to call it, his representation.
That's rough.
So Larry's like, okay, he just stood there, no handshake. And I had all these things to say. I froze because I felt so uncomfortable. I went blank and I go, great show. And he goes, yeah. And they took the photo and I left. And DeVito was like, woo, that was brutal. DeVito thought he would meet him too. I mean, we thought this would be a lot more casual and fun.
Damn.
It was rough.
You got to text my agent.
I'm going to let him know. I hope he hears. Send him this clip.
Send it to him.
Because that kid fucked me right in the ass. Larry had no idea. He thought my dad owned the theater or something, I assume. And I went back to my green room and shed a
the
tear.
The difference in expression is,
yes!
Like, look at Mark. He's still trying. He's like, maybe I could fake my way through the picture.
Yeah.
He's giving the little finger bang. Larry just looks like he ate like something sour. Like he had some expired milk or something. He's just like,
He had no idea what that was. And the whole thing lasted about 4 seconds. Photo got out. And he was like, the agent guy was like, all right, see you later. We did it. And I was like, you fucking... Chooch.
I think in the Curbed episode, you're Larry.
No.
I need a signed contract for a handshake. I got to meet. This is a very Larry thing to do.
No, but Larry's the guy who's there's like the episodes where Larry has to write the recommendation. Like Larry's the guy who's always
he's put out.
He's put out.
Okay, so Larry's not being put out here.
No,
he's real Larry.
He's hanging out with people I haven't seen in years, and some guy he doesn't know.
Right.
I mean, by the way, this could be a curb, but from someone else's perspective.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
And I got to tell you, it ruined my set a little bit because I was so like in my head about it. But whatever, we got the photo. When he dies, I'll change the story, and I'll be like, we had a great time, and I opened for him and all that. So then
that's what DeVito's dad was whacked by the mob, and he's like, that's the worst thing I've ever seen.
That's true. Yeah, DeVito wanted to meet him too. I mean, we thought it was going to be like an easy going, like, hey, Larry, nice to meet you. Great show. We're on after you. Big fan, yada yada.
That's a good picture. Look at that. Jerry's looking serious too.
Oh yeah, these guys are getting old.
Did you tell Jerry?
I told him I met him, and I didn't unload the whole thing on him because we were like in the wings.
Are they still close or no?
Oh yeah, they talk all the time, and he loves Larry.
Then the next curb is like Mark then meets him again, has to pretend he never met him, and Larry's like, where do I know you from?
Yes.
That's the next.
I met him at Schumer's wedding. I was going to bring that up. I mean, I had so many things to go to, and it all went to hell.
Damn, you have all these reference points.
Yeah, it just shows you reality is unbeatable. Like, you have all this fantasy in your head, but reality is what reality is, and it's not going to change.
Yeah.
You can't beat it, but...
Sorry, dude.
But
you know what? Here's the thing about being a comic. Even when something like that happens, you get a story.
I got a story out of it, totally.
So that's the beautiful thing. You either meet your hero and you have a great time, or you get a story.
Yes, and at least Larry is still cool in my eyes. The other guy I hate. It's not like, you can't meet your heroes. No, you can't meet their agents. That's the takeaway. So
they take 10% of your money and 90% of your joy.
Yes, you're all right.
You're all right. So tell me, how was his benefit with Jerry and Gaffigan and all these guys?
Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart.
So I text the Q's, the mole, the gorilla. This guy can just slide in anywhere. He's a slippery minx, this fucker. And
that's a good one.
That's a great one.
You threw on the suit.
I had to.
That's a nice one.
Gaffigan fucked me on this one. But what'd
he do?
This was a 180 compared to the Larry did. This was an amazing night. Everything was awesome.
How did Gaffigan fuck you?
Gaffigan, I texted him at noon the day of, and I go, what do we wear to this? It's kind of formal. It's at Lincoln Center. And he goes, oh, go suit, no tie. That's the move. And I go, oh, all right. He's like, that's what I'm wearing. I show up. He's dressed like Kim Jong-un, and he's got a sweatpants on, like a loose zipper jacket. And he was like, I had a change of heart. And I was like, you fucked me.
Change of heart?
I'm wearing a monkey suit out here.
No, you look good.
Hey, thanks.
It's good.
But those shoes are so uncomfortable.
Mark was leaving the place, and he was like, damn it, Jim Jong-un. He came up in the line way after on the walk home.
Well, one of the great moments of the night is Seinfeld's like, we were making fun of Jim's outfit. And we're like, what is he? And I was like, maybe a cult leader. And he's like, yeah, that's not bad. I go, a valet, yeah. And then right as the night's about to end, Jerry goes, Korean dictator. And I was like, that's it. We had a great moment. And then I thought of on the subway home, Jim Jong-un.
I like Norman's brain scanning. He's like, Messy Plemons, Fat
that's
Damon.
Pretty good. That's pretty good. Messy Plemons is big.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, Stewart looking cool. I wouldn't expect him to rock like a cool suede look.
Well, here's the irony of Stewart. He did the Daily Show that night in a suit, took the suit off to come to this.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I didn't know we could do that. I would have worn my Hooters shirt.
Oh, that looks great.
That's accused.
So where was the show?
Lincoln Center, sold out, beautiful theater, state of the art, and got the green room with Jerry, with Jim, and we just had a great time.
What the hell are these pictures you have in your messages? I just saw a guy's pant line in there.
That was Ronnie Chang.
Oh, okay.
I was looking for a photo of that sent to Mark.
All right. You have a hot set on there?
The crowd wasn't great. I did pretty good considering. Like two guys, I'm not gonna say who.
No, who?
There's only 4 guys.
Oh yeah.
4 people there.
Well, you got to still figure it out. 2, but I'm not saying who.
I know who killed.
Seinfeld crushed.
I know it's going to be my guess.
Wait, bleep that. Don't say ain't shit. The 2 guys struggled.
Did you go bullet?
Of course.
Yeah.
Fucking Nora Jones is supposed to go first because she's doing a piano piece, and then she goes, "I don't want to go first." So they were like, "Hey, Dickless."
Do you really want to follow Nora Jones anyway?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Following music is tough.
She killed too. She was like a tear, not a dry eye in the house.
She's talented.
Very talented, very attractive.
Would you?
Would I?
Yeah.
Well, I'd fuck Jon Stewart. But I talked to Stewart about Tony Hinchcliffe. I got some great time with Stewart.
He's a cool guy.
Great guy, nice guy.
Very cool. Like, I don't think our generation may not know like what a killer stand-up he was.
Yeah.
He had some funny shit back in the day.
Oh, totally. But you know what it was? It's a room full of vets and rich elites. So it's kind of like liberal right-wing split. So he went right in on the election because this is 2 weeks ago, and people are just like, enough with the we don't want to do this right now. My leg's blown off. You're shitting on my guy or shitting on my gal.
That would be the best heckle. Dude, my leg's blown up. Come on, you just freeze. Fuck.
Yeah. This is us going, hey, you hired Tony, you're going to get Tony. I'm like, you got Tony Hinchcliffe. And John's like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, and there's Justin Theroux.
Gigs, man. Yeah, when you do those big gigs, like, of course, Mark and I, like, we're the small guys on. We're the young guys.
Of course.
I went bullet on Garden of Dreams, and I remember being like, just fucking bring the heat.
Yeah.
Set the tone. I remember Greg Giraldo used to do those roasts. He always went first, and it's like, set the tone.
Yeah, that's true.
Do what you can do.
It's a bit of a compliment because you're reliable, too. You're the new guy, but reliable.
Yeah.
I think. They're not going to put, just any Joe Schmo up first.
And then they brought you all out on stage in the end, right?
Did you riff with them? I saw Mike's.
I did. Now, you want to play the video?
Oh, yeah.
So this was I'm just watching I'm watching Seinfeld, like, hey, how cool is this? Seinfeld killed. And he had some great stuff. I'll tell you later. I don't want to spill his material. But then they go, here's your cordless mic. And I go, like, what's this for? I'm done. And they go, we're going to put you all out there together so we can flip the room or flip the...
Did you start drinking already?
A little, yeah.
I know the feeling.
But I am so out of place. I should not be on stage with these guys. These are all legends. They're all
You're
65 plus.
I'm sure they loved you out there with them, man. Come on.
They did.
Well, I did. It's a tough thing because you're like, do I say something or do I not say something? If you don't say something, you're like the quiet weirdo. But if you do say something,
if you
people are like,
wait
why are
too
you
long,
talking?
That's
Yes.
the tough thing is when you wait too long and then they're like, oh, there you are.
Yes. So Jon Stewart luckily referenced me. He goes, we're a boy band now, and this is our newest member. And that got a little
love
pop.
that.
And I was like, this is my chance. Hit it.
We tell them what we're doing? Yes, so we're a boy band. And we just finally found a younger singer.
Thank you. I used to do Diddy parties. So this is an upgrade.
I love it. Perfect.
Good to be here. I escaped.
By the way, we have the same system.
All right. So that was a Jon Stewart referencing. We have the same system. We held up a paddle because they did an auction right before that. So it was like a callback to the auction. We held up a paddle and fuck him or whatever.
That's amazing, dude.
But I got a line in and I got out. So
That is beautiful.
terrifying.
Terrifying.
But what a night and a complete 180 from the Larry thing because all it was backstage. The set was secondary. Just hanging out with Jerry and Gaffigan and Stewart. Good times. And then watching Bruce was pretty. That was a treat.
That is pretty
Killed
cool.
it.
Never seen him live.
Unbelievable. I mean, the voice was great. Hey, little bit of hooda howdy.
Don't judge based on this. It was really good. Also, he told jokes in between songs.
Told 3
Did he?
street jokes
Yeah.
and killed.
Yeah. 2 miscarriage jokes and one about Gaza. It was kind of weird.
There was one point we were all watching Bruce and we're zinging and zanging to each other, and Seinfeld goes, we should probably watch this, right? And I was like, oh, yeah, good point. But it was so much fun bullshitting with the comics that we're like, Bruce Springsteen's on stage. We should listen.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man.
And then Seinfeld goes, what are you doing tomorrow? I go, I got a couple podcasts. I got to do some writing. I go, what are you going to do? He goes, I'm going to sleep in and watch the Red Sox doc on Netflix. And you're like, oh, man, he's just a normal guy.
Yeah, as a Mets fan, you can watch that. As a Yankee fan, that fucking hurt.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But I'm sure the doc is cool.
You know, in Japan, we watched the World Series, but in Japan it was like times 8. They love baseball so much because of that Ohtani guy.
Well, yeah, they have other great players from there. I mean, fuck, isn't Ichiro Japanese?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he was the guy.
I thought they were the same person. All right. But, yeah.
Oh, I got to tell you, I did Seth Meyers.
Yes! What a week!
We drank the whiskey together.
Pull it up!
Panel is so much easier.
Is it really?
Oh my god, because like I followed like the kid from Cobra Kai. so it's like he's charming as hell, but it's like it's a different gear.
Wow, we got a Jew and then jujitsu.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. It's probably on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
You can just get the beginning of me being like, he tried Bodega Cat, he loved it. He was like, I brought in a mostly drank bottle, which I thought was kind of fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was a cool fucker.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah, just
His
go.
latest
I think the very
special
beginning he
You've
pulls it
Changed
out.
is
Let's see.
streaming on
Just get the
Prime
very-
Don't
Video.
step over
You
this.
can
This is
see
good.
him live next year on the Errors Tour. Tickets are available through sammorril.com. Please welcome to the show, Sam Morril, everybody.
Hey,
Here we go.
look at him.
Yeah, this is all important. Me walking.
Look at him.
Good outfit.
Handsome devil, yeah.
I'll say I saw Seth Meyers perform at the Beacon. He's got jokes.
He's fucking funny, dude.
Great writer.
And he's like page to stage. He's not like a guy who, like I do shit in a lot of comics who don't do the road hard, but he actually, maybe it's because he was like an SNL writer guy, but he just has jokes.
Yeah, he loves jokes and he pumps them out.
Here it is with the
Yeah,
new
we-
bottle and everything.
Wow.
Bodega Cat, and I
Right in there.
That's fantastic. I think we have a couple glasses here. Will you have some with me?
Good dude.
Wait, how long have you...
brought it. By the way, your interns are crazy.
I will say this is the first
Good
time
line.
someone's held up a bottle that is this empty. How many years have you had it?
It's been a few years.
And was this because you were drinking it anyway?
Nice cups.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
No
cool.
ice.
And this is like, it's called Bodega Cat
For
because it's
you.
like a city whiskey. This is a great drinking city. You can
Yeah.
just cab home. I was leaving my friend's house at 6 a.m. the other night. I
to get into a
I was
joke quick.
hammered.
There's actually an us
I hail a
story.
cab and I'm stumbling and the driver sees me and he just goes, LaGuardia? And I don't have any luggage. I'm stumbling. But I was so bombed, I was just like, yeah. So he starts driving me to the airport, and I'm gone. And I start sobering up like halfway through, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. JFK.
That's a great joke.
Yeah. We were leaving Michael Che's place that night at like 5 or 6 a.m. We were wasted. He poured us Blue Label.
Yes.
And I said to him, I was like, you're wasting this shit on us because we are shit-faced.
That's right.
We would drink gasoline right now.
Yeah.
And I think I was so drunk, I was like boxing you out in the hallway. We were like fucking doing like, just like, dude shit.
Yeah.
Drunk as hell. And we split ways, and that's when I got in the cab, and the guy fucking drove me to LaGuardia.
That's amazing.
But yeah, you want to get the joke. You want to get to the jokes like immediately. And
Of course. Now, tell me about the producer, because I've never done the couch. Are they up your ass? Like, that story sucks, that's too blue? What's
No, they're cool. Pretty much everything they were like, just say whatever. We'll bleep it or we'll cut it. And I'm
Wow.
like, cut it. I don't want to use. I only got like 6-7 minutes.
Right.
But I said I had one comment where they pulled up an old picture of me on America's Got Talent. I had like curly bangs, and I was like, ugh, look at me. I fucking look like Julius Caesar's hipster younger brother with AIDS. And they were like, I just got an email after the show. Great segment. Just a heads up, we cut AIDS. That's all the emails. I was like, what an email. But they were cool as hell. And no, the producer's great. They were like, just tell us stories. I had a couple of news stories I want to tell, but I'm like, they're not like ready to. You want endings. You want endings.
No, I think that's a perfect story because it went with the booze. It's a drunk story. It's perfect.
And also AGT is good because it's like on NBC and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I'll just do that.
Is this the first time you ever did one of these shows without doing stand-up first?
Well, yeah, I did Letterman. No, I did Daily Show I did Daily Show a while back when Trevor was hosting, but and then I did the Letterman Netflix thing, but I did stand up before. But the show is to be on the couch, so it wasn't like back in the day where you do like a Dangerfield thing and then like a quick thing on the couch. It was a longer time on the couch than stand up, and it was
Nice.
way more fun doing couch because you're like. There's lower pressure. You kind of because you have moments where you're like, oh, I could riff with Letterman.
Right.
There's less pressure.
That's true, man. That looks fun. Now I want to do it.
You will do it. I'm sure you could do it whenever.
Well, I tried Fallon. I had no dice. But Seth Meyers seems more laid back and chill.
He knows how to. I've done shows with people. When you do like a podcast with someone, you're like, they're just not. You're doing someone's like you're a guest on someone's podcast. They just don't. set you up.
Yes.
They're just like, oh, just go. And you're like, all right.
And Fallon makes you do karaoke and ping pong with Snooki. I'd rather that.
Well, he wouldn't make you do that.
I hope not.
No one wants to see you do that shit. They want to see like Katy Perry do that.
Yeah, that's true. I can do beer pong.
That would be fucking fun.
Hey.
Can you beat Fallon though? Is a question.
No, he's a booze bag. He would bury me.
But no, those shows are like. Also in those shows, you're usually following. I don't know. You're following someone who's not a comic.
Of course, Cobra Kai.
But stand up on those shows is like every word's got to count. Where like
That's
panel,
true.
you can kind of build to something,
Right.
and you could play off them a little too.
Yeah, and it's so much more conversational. Stand up, you walk out, and there's been no stand up, and you're like, so I was in a cab the other day, and they're like, whoa, it's kind of jarring. This is just so natural.
It's
so organic.
Dude, and also Seth he just understands comedy, so he's like, he knows not to step on shit.
Yes.
He knows there's like another line coming.
Right.
If I'm trying to build to something, I still love, I miss shows. I did Are You Garbage Live the other day, and I was like, I like doing things with like an audience.
It's the best.
It's fun.
It's fun. Was it the Gramercy?
It was at Chelsea Music Hall.
Oh, nice.
That's why I ran into that guy who said he wants to carry Bodega Cat. Dude, Bodega Cat's fucking moving.
It's moving, baby.
We're moving with this shit.
Moving product. Every time I get a text from Matt Herman, our distributor, I feel like Ray Liotta in the shower. I'm like, Jimmy! But I'm like, Sammy!
How funny would it be, though, if this fucker Kaiser Soze'd us and just took all our money?
Ah!
Because Mark and I are all in financially on this.
Yeah.
We're 50-50 partners now. We bought out our other partner. We are in the red right
A
now.
lot of moolah.
A lot of moolah. We're in the red right now. And it would be hilarious if this like sweet, seemingly competent guy just fucked up our lives.
He's a cute little nerdy guy. He's always anxious and uncomfortable and nebbishy. And this guy could be Kaiser Soze us right out of our savings
He's
account.
listening to this podcast with a cigarette, like, yeah, I'm fucking nerdy. Yeah, I'm gonna rip you fuckers to shreds.
He's fucking your lady right now. He's like, these guys have no idea. Hey, I would have used my lady, but they're cousins. That's why I went with yours.
That's even darker.
Oh, that's true. It's his baby.
His first words were, duh. Ooh, that was rough. Sorry.
Well,
Sorry about that one, guys.
I've been sitting on a hipster Julius Caesar, they them brute. All right.
Wow.
That's a good
That
one.
was 20 minutes I was waiting to get that.
He's like, come on, work it back to Caesar.
When I was in high school, the Caesar cut was popular. Remember that?
It's awful.
It was awful.
Who was it? Were there any like big actors who had that shit?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, George Michael had it.
George Michael.
Jason Tatum, the basketball player, for a minute kind of had it.
Ooh. Yeah, it's my high school yearbook photo is me with the Caesar. No, that's no good.
The Caesar. That's the big boss man. Remember that wrestler?
Yes.
That was when wrestlers were like the most uncreative. It was like Ted DiBiase. He was just a guy with money.
Right.
$1 billion man. Then they had
IRS?
He was like, I'm the IRS guy. You're like, well, how uncreative.
Yeah.
They're just thinking of shit people hate.
Right, right.
Like, I'm the herpes man.
That one guy was just Iranian. I know. That was it. I had that cut. It was not that short on the sides.
Oh,
but-
dude, I had it. Pull up the AGT photo. It's awful. Just look up Samuel AGT. It's like a curly Caesar.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Well, I was ashamed of my curly hair as a kid because everybody would go Curly Q, Curly Sue, Brillo head.
That's
Wow.
fucking awful.
Oh, it hits the forehead.
What was I thinking?
That was a different time.
That was what I thought a nice outfit was back then, too.
Hilarious. It's a hoodie.
By the way, you're
from
wearing the
Old
same
Navy.
thing today.
Yeah.
That's not a
Yeah,
hoodie.
but that's like there was like 5,000 people in the crowd there. I could have maybe tried a little bit.
That's
Could have
true.
worn a fucking hoodie with one fucking string.
That's more normal.
That's a good shirt. It's
Yeah.
like a nice. Yeah. Conan, you tried it. That was like our first example of like trying to look nice.
Yeah, true. I put on that was the first time you put on a button down ever.
And then Fallon, the suit, and then people tell us like, oh, my first suit, and I think I did Colbert in my first suit. I look like shit.
Oh,
I didn't know you had to get a suit that fit.
Same.
It was like, yeah, tailoring was like foreign to me.
Yeah, pull up his Colbert suit and pull up my
That suit's
Fallon
good. That
suit.
blue-
That's a nice suit.
Yeah, but pull up Colbert. That's a bad one.
It was a little big, I remember.
It was awful.
Oh, yeah, look at that. The Mormon. You look like you're selling Bibles in that thing.
Yeah, I remember Bert Kreischer was like, you should never wear a suit. You know what's rough when a guy who doesn't wear clothes is telling you not to wear a suit.
Right. Damn, that's a good point. But the hair looked good in that one.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, a little Rodney.
Looks like Rodney.
Yeah, or a Republican congressman.
Yeah, you got a senator thing.
Either way,
Is that Paul Ryan?
yeah, let's see. Pull up Norman.
What show?
Norman
Fallon. My
I
first
feel like
Fallon.
you look good though in it though.
Well, it was a gray suit. I got it at Top Man in Soho for like $70. It was so
What?
cheap, but it didn't fit. They had to pull the sleeves in.
I don't know. It looks kind of good actually. I thought you
Oh.
looked good in this one.
Well, they fixed it for me because it was loosey goosey.
I don't see the problem here. What do you?
I got about.
I would say the
74
black tie
pins.
doesn't go well with it.
The 4 pins in the sleeve, and then the sleeves had to turn in like this, and the cuffs.
Oh, wow.
Because they were way too long. It was a mess.
How about that black one there? That looks good.
That was when I actually got a couple bucks together and bought a suit. But even that suit's shit now.
You know, it's funny that you spend money on these suits and then like you think you look good, and every comment's like, "Why the fuck's he wearing a suit?"
I know.
You really think you pulled it together?
Yeah.
And every comment's like you're not a fucking suit guy.
The only good one is my aunt. Like, you look sharp. I'll get one of those.
Yeah, if you want to fuck a 60-year-old in the Midwest, you're looking right.
I just the Mulaney's first special came on the other day, and his whole opening is about his suit. He's like, "So I got my first communion, blah blah blah. I look like a tall boy." So we have to address it. It's like a weird thing that comedians in a suit is strange.
Yeah, but now it's hard to picture Mulaney in like a bomber.
That's true.
Yeah, and he's in like a good fitting suit. It's
That's
like-
a hell of a suit.
Yeah, it's like.
Is
a
he
nice-
tall? He gives the appearance of being tall and thin, but
6 even.
oh, that's all right.
He has a joke about it. That's the
Okay.
only reason.
But he has, but he's like very thin. So
But he's a dapper guy. I mean, look at that. He just did, I think he won GQ Man of the Year, and it's all just sexy sweaters and pants and.
at what point is that a problem for your comedy?
Ooh.
Because we are not supposed to be cool. Oh, yeah,
Look
he
at
looks
this.
like good. That's the thing.
It works on him.
It does, but it's like at what point is that? Because like in your head, I think we're not supposed to think of ourselves as cool.
100%. If I was wearing this, I'd kill myself.
But also
Not that it looks bad. I just couldn't pull it off.
no. You
Look at
could-
this.
No, the thing is, you could pull it off, but then you have to get in a state of mind where you're like, think cool.
Yeah, I
as
don't have
opposed
that.
to like, this is ridiculous.
I just hear my high school buddies in my ear going, "Hey, you jerk off. You think you'd pull this off? You fucking queef. Who do you think
my
you
God.
are?"
My girlfriend got me a sweater the other day, and I was like, "What are you doing for me?" And she's like, "It's a really nice sweater." I'm like, "Yeah, but I can't fucking wear this."
Exactly. That's how I feel. I have a leather jacket hanging up in my house. I got glass around it with a hammer. I'm like, I can't wear this.
Signed by Andrew Dice Clay. I saw you wear it once.
I've worn it like
It looked-
3 times.
It looked good.
Thanks.
But leather jacket is hard not to, even if it's a nice I wore one on a gig with Chrissy D, and he was like, leather? And he's like, and now you're like, oh, out of the gate.
Exactly. Then it's in your head the whole night.
But I thought it looked cool.
With the fur on it?
No, it's got no fur.
Oh, I thought you had a fur
I've
one.
seen those. Those are fucking cool.
Very nice.
Is our guest coming, by the way?
10 minutes.
10 minutes from now. Okay, shit. We're going to run into the second guest.
Well, maybe we could just start that one. Can we cut all this, obviously? But we can start that late, right?
Yeah, they're not here till 4.
Oh, okay,
we're
okay.
good.
We're fine.
good.
We're fine. And he'll come in with late energy, which is good because he'll be on and he'll be grateful, or not grateful, but apologetic.
Yeah, and he'll bring the middle relief energy. Like
Yes.
7th inning pitcher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Late energies can help.
Can I tell a quick Mark story?
Oh,
So I was.
I got
yeah,
one
go
too.
ahead. You go
About
first. You go first.
No, you go first.
Okay, so I was with Mark the other night, and he was playing like a gay room.
It was a part of the New York Comedy Fest. It was called My Straight Friends, and it was a gay.
Mark had to pretend he didn't know all of them already. He's vetoing The Sopranos. Like, what? This is the joke. Is that what's a joke?
Cut to me in the car later.
What?
All right. Pull
What
that
happened?
scene up.
And
Pull that up for after.
all right,
Just a scene in the club.
okay.
The club.
He starts out his set, and like 70% of his regular jokes is about gay stuff.
I got a lot of gay jokes.
Yeah. So I was like, is he gonna do like his gay material in front of these gay guys? And he starts, and I see him doing it, and he's like stuttering just a little bit.
I was nervous.
a little nervous, and then he went right into it, and they went nuts.
I leaned in.
So I saw him afterwards. I saw him downstairs, and I was like, I saw you like stutter step there for a second. You're gonna have to bleep this. I'm sorry, Matt. And he's like, yeah. I just said to myself, come on, do it. Get over it.
Yeah.
I was dying when he said that. Because that's really his internal monologue
Yes.
from your friends.
Yes.
1998 or whatever.
Yeah, you're right. And it worked.
Yeah, those rooms during the fest can be tough too, and to to be nervous and
Yeah.
take a chance. I had the exact opposite thing happen. Where
Uh-oh.
I did the Katz's Deli show.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bombed so hard.
Really? That's your mecca.
I just killed at, that's why it hurts. I've now bombed in the Strand Bookstore.
Oh!
I've bombed in Katz's Deli. I've bombed in like some New York landmarks. I'm like, these are places I love.
Yeah.
What's next? I'm gonna bomb in the garden floor, you know, the Knicks locker room. They're fucking heckling me.
Stock exchange.
But dude, it went late. The show went late. I can say that for after. But the show went late, and it started at 10. I'm there at like 11, and people keep cutting in front of me. It's one of those things where they're like, I got a thing.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And then I see Louis at the cellar, and Louis like, oh, I'm doing that Cass's Deli show with you after. And I was like, oh, cool. But in my head, I'm like, he's like, yeah, I think I'm going after you. And I'm like, all right, thank God.
Yeah.
But then I get there, Louis like swung on, and he didn't. I think he thought I went on already. So he did like 30. And I'm like, fuck. I'm in the back, just like I had already had a half a sandwich, a huge. And I was like, fuck it, bring another one out.
Yeah.
My face. And I start pounding. I start doing picklebacks with Bodega Cats.
Oh.
With their pickle juice, which is fucking.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is iconic, but I am miserable. Then. Yeah,
I'm listening.
Iconic.
That's what happened to me. And then
Pickleback.
Marcelo is, from SNL is like, I got to shoot tomorrow at 6 a.m. And I was like, go ahead.
And he kills. Big
Yeah,
energy.
He killed, and the ladies are going nuts. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I'm dead in the water. I know it's. I look at my clock. It's like 12:09, and I'm like, over 2 hours into a show. They're tired.
Yep.
I'm tired. I just keep trying, but I just keep. It's like drowning. We were just like, and I'm just fucking bombing. And it's like, what do? You
It's
just
also a tough room. Not the Katz's, but like that crowd that they get, they're kind of like well off and hip.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're not like, they're into themselves more than the performer sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, Marcelo did well. But I kind of got him toward the end, but it was one of those where I'm like, let me make my exit quietly.
Right.
Yeah.
Dan, what happened? You think the energy shift was too much?
Maybe, yeah. It's like, fuck, it hit all his charisma to then to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, that ain't helping.
Right.
And late, tired.
Yeah, true.
I think they want the night to be over. And I think also sometimes you don't connect.
that happens all the
And
time.
I think I didn't open with the right jokes. And so it's like, you sometimes forget you have to be likable on stage. You're like, well, this mathematically is a good joke.
Yes.
And it just fucking misses.
I struggle with that too.
And then you're out. And it's like, there's nothing worse than bombing and hating yourself, but also being full of two pastrami sandwiches.
and booze.
And booze. And they're like, not only do I hate myself, I feel like ill.
Right. Oh, man.
Well, this will cheer me up.
Yeah. This was me at that show.
This was fucking amazing.
Oh, man.
Go Vito.
Is this a stereotype, or do gay guys really do this?
You just did it.
Oh.
What the fuck? Sal, hey.
Dire Straits in the back.
Nothing. I was here. It's a joke. You're a fucking. Watch it, buddy. You fucking watch it, cupcake. Guys,
Cupcake.
it's okay. You think so? Sal, please. It's a fucking joke.
Oh my God.
Oh.
That's more.
This is crazy.
Say hi to your wife. I'm serious. Sal, please.
Oof.
Say nothing, Sal.
Ooh.
Fuck those jerks. What do you care what they think?
What? Leave me the fuck alone.
Oh, he just shifted. That's sad.
That is a sad scene.
That went from hilarious to just so fucking sad.
Yeah,
I tried to cut it.
I feel bad for the guy. I mean, I thought you were going to show the giving head in the car scene.
That's pretty good too.
Yeah, but whew, that was dark. And also, I don't think I've ever seen that Sal guy. Is he in a lot of episodes? Because I feel like they hired him just to be the homophobic Guido. Like
It's a great casting.
great
call.
casting. You don't remember me from Sopranos? I'm the guy who called him to at the gay bar. That was me.
He's like, yeah. And by the way, imagine nailing that role, and that's the only role you ever landed.
Yeah, I don't recognize that guy.
Yeah, I'm an actor. It says here you only played homophobic man in bar scene.
Don't get me wrong, he nailed it. There, this was me after the show. Oh, that's Finn.
The nod.
Oh, this guy can't catch a break. He can catch a dick though.
If you play them all in succession, it is kind of slapstick. He just keeps running into people. He's sucking dick.
true,
He's
that's
getting
true.
butt fucked. He's like, not again.
That's true.
That was one of the darkest ends, though, that he met. I mean, that was fucking crazy. The Phil Leotardo.
Yeah.
So hateable.
That's a good way to get around saying retard. This guy's a Leotardo. If the guy's an Italian retard, that's pretty good. Leotardo.
Fuck.
Oh, I had another thing. You were talking about cats. Oh, I can't remember.
Deli?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
shit.
I bombed that show at Strand, too, which was like another, like, I love Strand Bookstore. That's another New York landmark.
Totally.
Thank God I didn't bomb at Luger's.
Oh.
That would have sucked. But sometimes those crowds are very, like, I don't want to say like precious, but you nailed it. Like those IG type of.
Totally.
It almost feels like a Miami type crowd.
Yes, exactly. Marcelo's perfect for that. Cute energy, kind of.
He is funny though. No, I know what you mean, but he's a funny dude.
Yeah.
I see him in that commercial constantly now. The Platino Power.
Oh, I don't know this.
You've never seen this?
I don't watch TV anymore.
I watch too much. I watch so much sports that.
Well, sports will do it. I'm all in on like YouTube and Netflix and streaming, so I never watch commercials.
You watch anything good?
Well, The Penguin, I gotta say,
it is good.
Simon Rex recommended it.
Same.
And Colin Farrell, his performance in it alone is worth the fucking watch.
I agree with you 100%. I'm just annoyed that it has to be superhero IP.
Agreed.
But I agree. It's really good. Kristen Milioti's incredible.
Yes.
She's kind of the most interesting character. That
Totally.
Episode 4 is crazy. And also, but have you finished it?
No.
There's like a flashback. I'm not giving anything away, but it's Penguin as a kid. And they cast some little kid who's like, yeah, Ma, I'm going to get you a penthouse. You're going to be up by the Boyds. You know? And you're just like, here it is.
Pero la verdad es que para nosotros, el béisbol.
I see this commercial constantly.
Really?
Everywhere.
El béisbol es un corrido, un dembow y un reggaetón prendido. Es un placata bien fuaca. Sonido que no necesitan ni subtítulos ni traducciones.
Tradition, I heard.
It's a long commercial.
I know. A minute 30.
It's like a 30-second version. That's what they're playing.
Well, the country's over. I don't even speak the language. No. But how good. Good on him. That's a great ad.
I asked him if he's a real baseball fan. He's a huge fan, so that's cool.
And Shane's new Bud Light ad came out.
Oh, let's see that.
Yeah, let me just bring it up. Oh, we got our guests here.
Oh, okay. Damn. Our friends are really making moves. It's cool.
We got our whiskey.
And we got our whiskey. We're making moves too, God.
Peter Luger, baby. And coming to more. We just added a bunch of bars, so it's coming to way more bars.
We were going to get in the...
Hey, here we go.
Hey, what's shaking?
Yeah, come on, just come in.
Can I use the bathroom?
Use the bathroom.
yeah.
Back there. Hey, what's up, dude? Good to
Hey,
see
what's
you.
up, man?
What's up, dude? Dude,
Hey, thanks for doing it.
I'll see you in a sec.
Hey folks, We Might Be Drunk is brought to you by Joy Mode. If you're going to be hanging out under the mistletoe, you're going to want some Joy Mode. It's a natural and science-backed sexual supplement that'll make sure you're ready for anything, anytime, day or night. Happy holidays! Joy Mode comes with a powder packet. You mix it up with water and drink it 45 minutes to 4 hours before sex. I mean, that's quite a window. This stuff's great. They sent me a packet. You mix it in a drink, you stir it up, and you're good to go, and no one is the wiser. With these other pills, you gotta pop them. It's very discreet, and you gotta go in the bathroom, and you look like a pillhead. You know, this, it's just in the drink. You drink it earlier, you forget about it, you're good to go. It tastes good, and you are rock hard like an Elon Musk rocket shooting out of your zipper. Joy Mode supports erection quality, firmness, and overall sex drive. And you can feel confident knowing that it doesn't come with a host of crazy side effects. Those boring holiday parties are about to get a lot more fun. Just don't plow the HR lady. They'll get you in trouble. Go to usejoymode.com/drunk and get 20% off at checkout. That's 20% off and free shipping at usejoymode.com/drunk. Great sex solved naturally.
Hey.
Sit down. I heard you like banana, so we were trying to do a banana.
No pressure.
Manhattan. No pressure to drink if you don't want to drink.
Oh, we got the real thing.
You guys don't even know this about me. I don't drink.
Oh,
I've never drank in my life.
Well, we'll drink yours.
Hell yeah.
Let's try. We'll try it and we'll tell you if it's good.
We're gonna cheers on it.
Well, let's pour the. He just mixed it.
Make it something normal, Mark.
Okay.
I get banana in honor of Hasan.
We got you these in case you want a potassium shot.
A buddy of many years, actually.
Many years.
Yeah.
Dude, remember when we went to that Nick game years ago? Me, you, and Roy. That was fucking great.
We went. I think it was during. Okay, crazy Hasan story right here. He took me to a game years ago.
Yeah.
Porzingis' last game with the Knicks.
Whoa.
I don't know if you remember this, but yeah, Steve Mills was the GM of the Knicks at the time, and he was talking. He just came. Roy Wood was there with Neil Brennan.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a great crew.
Yeah.
It was like a good.
And Roy and I are chilling, and Steve Mills, the GM, walks over to me, and like not thinking, like, oh, they're in this like VIP room, maybe they're worth talking to, whatever.
Yeah.
And they start chatting up, Roy and myself, and I go, man, how about Porzingis, man? Can't wait to have him back. And he goes, yeah, but what about Mitchell Robinson? I go, yeah, no, Mitchell's great, but like Porzingis too. And he was like, no, Mitchell. Porzingis got traded the next morning.
Oh,
Dallas. Yeah.
It's like when you tell your friend, hey, your girlfriend's great. They're like, yeah, she's cheating on me.
Cheers.
Hey,
man.
Mazel tov.
Congrats on the new Netflix special.
Thank you, man.
Hey, it's great.
Oh, dude.
I really watch with my wife, and we don't watch anything.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we hate each other.
But I never watched full special. I'm gonna watch.
Oh, dude, thank you.
At least clips.
But the fact that you took the time, holy shit, man. It's tough.
Of course.
It's actually decent.
Oh, all right.
Have you tried it?
The bank joke killed me. Liking a politician like liking a bank? Killer.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. That's a good angle.
Hey, that's not bad.
Not bad.
I like it.
What did you guys, what's the...
We were waiting on walnut and black... walnut and chocolate bitters to add to banana liqueur and our whiskey Bodega Cat. It's called I think it's a banana bread Manhattan.
Yeah.
It tastes pretty good though.
I'm into it. I love banana
We heard
bread.
you like banana, so I was like banana.
Dude, I love banana.
I forgot you don't.
I do too.
Yeah. Banana, caramel, like on dessert too. Woo.
Throw one of those in the freezer. Not bad.
Dude, and then you blend it with peanut butter. This is some old man shit. Jeez.
I eat one every day.
Dude, oh my God. I got to cut it out.
On the road, are you like a big...
Like, how you just hit that age where you're just like, hey, man, when you have a really good blueberry, I'm like, what the fuck am I saying? But it's true. You're like,
the best.
you have an amazing blueberry. You're like,
You ever explain your like decisions to a cashier at the grocery store, and you're like, I'm the most uninteresting fucking.
Totally.
I was like deciding whether or not to get an umbrella, and I was like, I'm just not really an umbrella guy.
Yeah.
And she's looking at me like, I don't care. Like, but I'm like explaining, like, but I'm like, I do need one, but I was like, but I'm never gonna use it.
You become Biden at the register.
She just watched it all, and I was like, I am fucking awful.
Yeah.
But in our defense though, do you ever have to, when you go to like a party with your ladies' work friends?
Yes.
And you're like, bro, there are fucking just goobers out here. Like uninterested. Yeah, just office banter.
They're
like,
listening to this, like I thought we connected.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
No, dude, I go to so many. Fuck, who cares? I go to so many like work events with my wife because she, she's got her career and she's doing her thing, and you got to go to the Christmas party, you got to go to the whatever, and like they'll find out you're a comic. They'll go, I was in a band, right? I was in a band. Yeah, and you're like, yeah, sure. Yeah. You're like, cool, man, cool.
What do you play? You got to keep it going a little bit.
Yeah, and you just So at least with us, when we're at like when you're having the conversation with the bodega, like our ability to talk to literally anyone is a skill set. Like
totally.
Like it's a kind of a cool.
I don't think she was like, man, this guy's really social.
No, you don't think so?
In that moment.
In your defense, all we do is like Trump jokes. We got the Gaza shit. Like all we do is ingest all this dark shit and real shit and serious shit. That it's nice to go, this umbrella is a little too thick for me. This one's lighter though. That's nice to go minutia every now and then.
Yeah.
That's why the Seinfeld show was fun. It was just like we're talking about bullshit.
And being quick, I was at an event, like I was at a work thing with my wife, and it was in Los Angeles, and I fucking hate Los Angeles. I hate going to LA, but we're in a building, and outside the window, it looked like it was like a visual illusion. It looked like someone was about to jump off.
Oh wow!
But they're just on their roof, and so the guy goes, he's like, is that guy like? Is he walking on the roof? I got the part didn't go his way, so he's just like,
oh yeah. And they're like, oh
yeah. And it's like, is this a suicide joke? And they're like, but they get it.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, got it.
They computed it, but they didn't get it.
Yeah,
right. Mathematically, we understand what you were going for.
It's funny. Yeah,
right. That's the story of my life. You go to the wife's party or whatever, and you're like, hey, it's weird that some pedophiles fuck little kids and some fuck little girls. Are they gay? And they're like, whoa. Right. Oh, I'm just bored out of my mind.
Yeah.
So I'm just being myself.
Yeah.
His wife worked for the Catholic Church, so weird.
By the way, I think teachers now fuck more kids than priests.
I think percentage-wise, you might be onto something.
I think I got something there.
I don't know.
Well,
Is the thing?
If you just look at New York Post headlines, you'd think teachers are just like it's like 80% of teachers fucking
totally.
Yeah,
Florida,
yeah.
that's all they do there.
Yeah.
But I mean,
ban books from the library. They ban Stephen King books and they fuck their
they
students.
fuck their students.
This is really dark, but with the big conversation in schools right now at elementary schools, because my daughter goes to elementary school, is the phones in school. Now I don't actively participate. Now
This is dark. We went from pedophilia. It's a little dark.
No. But like the
pedophilia
whole
to
thing, and
screen
I
time.
don't participate in the comment section because it's weird because you'll have like civilians in the comment. I'm not going to come in with the blue check.
Don't do that.
I'm not going to come in with a blue check in a PTA conference.
Right.
So the whole thing is they're like, my first grader needs to have a cell phone in the event that there's a school shooter. Like I need to, and there's every part of me that wants to do like the bit, and I'm like, I can't.
Right.
You know,
Right.
What
like
is
you
your
can't.
cell phone doing in the school shooting?
Sam,
guess what?
you're reading the passing lane.
People are gonna hear.
Bro, you're Iverson reading the passing lane. You're in the pass. I get it. I so want to do that.
Yeah.
On God.
You know how AI was so good at
Straight
that?
up.
He could, yeah.
There's a guy with a gun. Hold on a second. Police?
Let me go
I
live.
heard about it. Yeah.
We don't get enough credit for that too as comics of like, hey, we can read the passing lane. Like
Right.
the way you saw it, you anticipate it. You're like, pass, fast break. But there's certain convos where they're not willing to engage with that.
Yeah, no, of course not. But I think the school should ban phones. I think we don't need them. I don't know. The teacher's got a phone. They can call the cops. What are we doing here? It's like a
I'm
comedy
staying
show.
out of this.
Bag
Mark.
them up.
There's a whole. There is a
Yeah.
whole.
What's that thing they use at the shows to bag them up?
Yonder.
Yonder. You guys don't do Yonder?
I don't.
Nuts. Yeah, I'm too greedy. I need the money. It's like an extra 10 grand.
It's expensive.
You're right.
Do you do it at every show?
I do it if I know like I'm prepping for a special. Because people they put out 12 minutes. I'm like, dude, I'm not.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't think people.
You
care
guys
about
are
material that much.
you guys are super prolific. Like if I have
Still, don't
70,
want it out.
80 minutes, I'm like, this is all like, bro, do not. Please.
Dude,
Don't take this from me.
I just did a benefit with Seinfeld. Somebody put his whole 60-minute set on YouTube. Yeah, and it's like a part of his new hour, and you're like, damn, he's just in the balcony with a phone.
And the phones are really good now too.
I know.
You can go full 4K.
I watched the whole set. I liked it and shared it.
The guy brought a boom. He's just killing it. Yeah.
It's scary though, but every time I do a show with the Yonder, I've opened for Chappelle a few times, and it's like the phones are backed up. You just feel free. You're like, fuck it, I'm gonna throw shit against the wall.
It is old school. It feels
Fucking
like
great shoe. Air Max 90.
Thank you. These give me an inch and a half too. Yeah. I'm
During
fucked.
sex.
I need it. What?
During sex.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you when you said you mentioned the food before? When you're on the road, is it like is food a big part of it?
Yeah.
Well, if you don't drink, you got to have something.
You gotta have food. Yeah.
So-
So I'm always trying to hit up the other comics too. Like where am I eating? But you did a good job traveling with Vitor. You got me on.
Everyone knows this.
Yes, but you like.
Yeah.
I went from not being able to move any tickets at like Rooster T. Feathers Comedy.
Oh,
Club
yeah. Shout out.
Shout out to Rooster T's.
Yeah.
Heather's probably still there.
I had some rough ones there.
Yeah, rough. They don't even have a green room.
Yeah.
They don't
That's
have
true.
you're in the back fucking yard of Sunnyvale. Like you're just in someone's backyard. To go from there to theaters, and then I totally didn't realize. I was like, yeah, you got to have someone to travel with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's the whole.
It's huge.
It's huge.
Yeah, you need it. And your guy is a good comic.
Vitor's
chill,
a great, yeah,
and knows restaurants.
Yeah. Who do you usually bring out?
I'll do like a combination. It'll be like friends or somebody local. Like I'll just like rotate it.
Yeah. I like
I don't have a person. No, go ahead.
I like the guy who's nice, low maintenance, but it can also bounce bits. You know, you need the guy you can work shit out with. Like, is that tag? That needs a little help. What do you got on that? And you know, you don't want the guy you don't really respect who's like, hey, you got to use this as a line. You're like, ugh,
Yeah.
I got to stop using you. That's a brutal line.
Are you volume? You're a volume guy, right?
What do you mean?
Like when it comes to like tags and bits, or is your percentage really high? For me,
No.
it's like 10% of
Same.
what I.
Probably 20 for me, just because I throw a crazy shit against the wall because you never know what'll hit. Sometimes I'm almost 20 years in, I'm still surprised. Like that line hit and this one didn't?
Yeah.
But that's why comedy's great.
You shoot pretty high.
No, I whiff a ton.
I feel like
Big whiffs.
you two and Michelle Wolf.
is pumping it out.
Her like MLB, her batting, it's like she's batting 340. 420, like Hall of Fame, like
I know.
you know how
like
in MLB they're like if you're 300, you're like fucking great.
Yeah.
She bats like 428.
She's
No,
Ohtani.
I'm just comfortable I'm okay with bombing. I really am. Like,
Really?
At the cellar.
At the cellar?
I'm not.
Dude.
If I'm working on shit, no, it feels horrible. But like, I love going on those early shows when it's like Quinn and Norden, and it's like they're working on shit. It's always topical. It's always interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I can work on shit. But
how long have you been comfortable like that?
Not long.
Like I've watched you at the cellar do that, and I'm like, fuck, bro. He doesn't panic.
No,
I'll
no.
spaz.
Oh. Me too.
You'll start to see like my little Hasan ticks, and he's like, he's getting big with he's moving his hands too. I'm nervous.
I panic in here.
I know, but you're so good at that,
There's
bro.
times up there.
You're fucking great in the pocket.
Yes.
Like you don't scramble. You're like, you go back.
Everything's a sports reference.
Dude, I have like there's like 3 things I know. You know what I mean? Like that. There's only like 3 things I know like deep. But
he's like, look at Sam up there avoiding the sack.
Yeah,
good stuff.
And he's a white quarterback. He's not gonna Vic. You know what I mean? And like when he starts scrambling, you're like, don't do it.
I'm in my
Goes to
Aaron
the
Rodgers
slide very
era
quickly
right now. I think I've lost it. But no,
He's
dude.
Anthony Hernandez. Oh, wait, Aaron Hernandez. God damn it! I fucked up.
like
the most Mark sports tag.
Sorry.
Like white quarterbacks that scramble is like a white dude at the Christmas party that gets on the dance floor. It's like, hey, proceed with caution. Like if you're gonna dance, you better fucking come correct.
That's true.
Yeah, like
because if you're a white QB, you're competing with like a Cam Newton. You're competing with like a Vic. Like there's real black QBs that can scramble.
I hate bombing. I really hate it. But it's like I also hate not having new shit, and I hate putting on a bad show for people that pay to see me, and like, and I also feel really guilty if they've heard bits before and stuff, and I don't know. I mean, how do you work out because you always have new shit?
You got to bomb.
I have to. Yeah. I'm bombing. I'm personally having a meltdown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like I fucking feel horrible because we live in the burbs, so it's just like
I know once you moved out there, I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, I know.
I got kids.
I got kids.
I get it.
I got kids. Dude, we were living in Hell's Kitchen for like 8 years, and
I remember.
I was pushing my daughter.
You were living with Nimesh for a minute.
For a minute. Yeah. Bro, when I first moved to New York, I was living with Nimesh. I was engaged. This is how fucking psychotic I was engaged. Yeah, my wife had to walk past my roommates to like get
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nimesh did crowd work with her on the way to the kitchen.
He's like, Bina, what's up?
That's pretty good Nimesh.
You about to fuck Hasan? Fucking Herb.
What if she comes home and gets the wrong room?
Man, Hasan's out here.
You guys about the same build?
Hasan's doing comedy for Indian nerds. I do comedy for Indians that do drugs.
Damn, that was dead on.
No, that's one of my I can do like 4.
Yeah.
I can do like 4 impressions.
That one's not going to move tickets.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's not well known enough. But that's a great impression if you know Nimesh. Check him out, Nimesh Patel.
Nimesh Patel, hilarious.
Yeah.
You do act out? You don't do act outs, right?
Nah, I can't. I'm stiff. I'm a fucking animatronic doll. I can't move.
He's Aaron Rodgers in the pocket.
Thank you. And I didn't get the vaccine.
Hilarious.
No.
What's this YouTube video?
Oh, it's Aaron Rodgers in the pocket.
A white quarterback.
Throws in mobility
Man,
destroyed.
I'm scared now. It is crazy. Like, look.
There he goes.
But he fucked up his Achilles, right?
Oh, that was
right.
You know more about football than me. What's going on with him right now?
I think he's just
It's just
old.
the age
Yeah,
thing.
he's old, and it's like I think great athletes are the last ones to know they've lost it.
Yeah.
So I think we all believed him when he came to New York and was like, "I'm fucking turning this shit around," and then he's just old. And
Dude, the last 2-3 years of any athlete is just
It's rough.
any goes rough, bro.
They say
LeBron.
beautiful women
LeBron,
and
yeah.
athletes die twice.
Yes.
Wait, what's the saying?
Beautiful women and athletes die twice.
Shit.
Damn.
Damn.
WNBA player.
Whew.
3 times.
Oh.
God damn. Dude, I was at the Tyson fight, by the way.
Oh, was that a mess?
Dude, it was surreal.
Were you furious?
I thought, okay, first of all, I think the undercard was a great fight.
That was a
Toronto
great
fight.
fight. That saved.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So you
I
were
don't-
playing with house money.
Yeah, I don't know enough about fighting, but I feel like Serrano won. Am I?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm a noob. Maybe
too.
I'm like.
Pull it up.
Maybe I don't know.
Oh, dude, I thought she totally won, and that was hilarious. Her trainer came on and was just like, "This woman's a dirty fighter."
Came on the pod?
No, it came on the
okay.
mic there. Remember?
Oh,
We don't
yeah. Dude, the what's wild about the acoustics is you can't really hear what they're saying on the mic. You can't hear it in the arena. But I felt like Serrano was amazing, and Taylor, from my understanding, just could lead with her head. It was kind of fucking dirty the way she.
Wow, she looks a lot like Adam Ray. That's crazy.
Wait, you were in Texas for this?
I was in Texas.
Oh,
fly in
shit.
only
I flew in just for this. Yeah.
Wow.
Who'd you
Yes.
go with?
I went with a buddy of mine. Yeah. who really, really wanted to see the Tyson Jake Paul fight.
Yeah.
Did you?
Damn, what a
you
slugfest.
see any crazy celebs there? You see Shaq?
Oh, dude, Shaq was. Let me just say this. People do not understand how famous Shaquille O'Neal is.
I understand.
We get it.
Yeah.
But like everybody was Gronk was everybody's there. Charlize Theron.
She looks insane, by the way.
Yeah.
Still so hot.
Incredible. But people are walking past Cedric the Entertainer, Mike Epps,
Wow.
to like literally give their baby to Shaquille O'Neal. You know what I mean? Like,
By the way, what was
He just
Cedric
eats
the
it.
Entertainer doing there?
He's sad.
I know, but he's
Cedric the
He's going to
Entertainer,
a
bro.
fight.
I know, but he's on the mic. Did you say they busted him with like they were like he goes, I've been to 100 Mike Tyson fights. So like, oh, which was your favorite? It was like when they asked Trump his favorite Bible verse. He was like, they're all great.
Which one he goes? I like both of them. That's great. Old Testament or New Testament, I like both of them. I was like, oh,
That's great.
that's
Yeah, and also
fire.
like Rosie Perez was there. I was like, I love Rosie
Yeah.
Perez, but is she's just a fan? Is that what it was?
All right, let me just say this. Let me say when black dudes come out for fight night, they're getting fits off. Like,
Look at that.
fur, hat, like it's fight night.
Damn.
It's a scene, man. It is a scene. It's
Do you
really
know
cool
Jake
to see.
Paul at all?
I don't know any of the guys. I'm just a fan of
Who are you rooting for?
Tyson. But
Everyone was.
everyone was rooting for Tyson.
Of course.
One of those few things, he like in a weird way, he was not in a weird way. He's a legend. He was the hero. But I feel like Paul fully embraced being heel.
Yeah.
Yes,
He's
which I
yeah,
like.
He's like Boomy.
Yeah.
I want you to boom. He came out in the
Bentley thing.
Yeah, the lowrider thing, and then he had the cage, the pigeon in the cage.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I
to
didn't even put that
control my-
together.
Yeah, yeah.
I was wondering why he had a dove.
You know, so interesting too about it. Like everybody in the arena was, we kind of all had the hope where like, remember when Michael Jordan blocked Ron Mercer on the Bulls at 41. So he comes down, he kind of gets swatted. There was like these last games that he had on the Wizards.
41 at the time?
He's 40 or 40. They're
was
down at
old.
40. He was old. But then he chases him down and two-hand blocks him off the glass, which was just fucking classic MJ.
Pull it up.
Yeah, look at this. Swatted. But wait, go back. Go back. See, this was the sad part of these years is that he didn't have the vertical look on the fade. Swat.
Oh, damn.
Now look at this chase down. Boom.
Oh!
Badass.
Mercenary.
Just badass. Boink.
Damn.
Got him.
And the stare down.
In the stare down. Just two.
Wow.
It's the two hands in the pull.
Oh shit, that's Hubert Davis.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hubie.
But you see what I'm saying? Like,
He was angry.
So this is what we wanted. Yeah, of like, yo, no, you're not just gonna fucking swat me.
Yeah, but guess
flat-footed
what?
on
There's a
face.
difference between 39-40
I know,
and 58.
I know.
Damn.
But what I'm
It was
saying
funny
is,
that collectively
my
we were-
emotion was there. This is what
Yeah.
our emotion was at. This is what we wanted, like a big uppercut, a big like just touch him up, not get a knockdown.
yes.
We were
Knock him down.
collectively all rooting for a convicted rapist because that is how unlikable Jake Paul is.
He did his time.
He did. That's what it is. He did his time.
He did his
And
time.
Jake Paul still feels like he's getting away with something.
Well, you want the YouTube guy knocked out. You want the blonde guy who's cocky and made his way through YouTube to get knocked out.
You know what was so fire to see though, and it's still like, look, in round one,
Yeah.
there was a moment where he touched Jake.
I saw, and he
see the-
panics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was the feeling of like, oh no, I'm playing Michael Jordan one-on-one.
Right,
Don't-
right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. But Michael Tyson has always been like this kid inside. Like he's always been like a scared kid, and I feel like that came out in this fight. You could see
Little bit.
he was a killer in the 90s. He was like the scariest guy on the planet, and this was like, oh, you're a sad little boy. He's on the corner like crying a little bit. Oh,
He was crying at one point. That
it
was
killed me.
Wait, Jake Paul was crying?
No.
No, Tyson.
Tyson. Yeah,
Tyson was the sad little boy.
Fuck, man.
It was brutal.
Yeah. But anyways, the environment, dude, it's a must see thing. Because it's America. Like, even on the undercards, whatever country you're from, like, if there's a Mexican fighter, all of the Mexicans will be there. There's a Puerto Rican. Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
So it's every ethnicity, every race, every, like, economic class.
Yeah.
All there.
I love that.
It's a bummer. I feel like I have to support Jeffrey Epstein because he's a Jew. You know, it's just
Also the stories, by the way, pull this up. Just pull up this Wikipedia. Bro, every fight is a story about America. Pull up 1981 Muhammad Ali, his last fight. Just read this Wikipedia.
Are you a huge boxing guy?
I just like the lore of it. Like if you watch When We Were Kings, the documentary.
I was just thinking
I'm gonna watch it.
The
Come
best
on,
doc.
bro.
Yeah. It's on Netflix
Let's just
now.
read this. Read how fucking crazy that when people are like, it's crazy now. Read how fucking crazy the story is. Muhammad Ali versus Trevor Berbick, billed as the drama in Bahama, was a 10-round professional boxing match, Nassau, Bahamas, 11th, 1981. The fight went the distance with Berbick winning through a unanimous decision on points. Now read the fucking background on this. Prior to the fight, Ali claimed that he had been declared fit by even the best white doctors. Amazing quote. Fucking amazing
That's
quote.
a great line.
Nevertheless, the venue for the fight, Nassau in the Bahamas, was chosen because no American state would grant Ali a boxing license
Whoa.
after his performance in the match with Larry Holmes. Now, at the time, I believe Ali was in his early 40s. The promoter of this fight was James Cornelius, a convicted felon with links to the Nation of Islam. However, a problem arose since Don King had signed up Berbick for a 3-fight deal. When King arrived in Nassau to demand his share of profits from the fight, he was greeted by 2 friends of Cornelius who administered a sound beating to King.
Wow.
What's
It's
my
like a
point?
movie.
Exactly.
Yes.
So dude, this is America. It's like swindlers, crooks, hustlers, fucking, it's all of it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm there to see that.
It's that with
I
the.
love that.
I hear that.
Throw the Colosseum in there in Rome. It's these
Yeah,
gladiators.
yeah.
Like, did you see the Trump fight? I call it the Trump fight.
UFC.
Yeah, UFC.
at the Garden. Yeah, yeah.
John Jones gives him his belt. He bows to him. It felt like the gladiator bowing to the emperor in Rome, and who knows what? It's insane.
Yeah, it's just a wild thing.
It's a wild thing, and it's all goes back. Like we haven't changed as human beings.
So are you guys watching the McMahon doc on Netflix?
Yeah, we
I
watched
jerked
it.
off to it. It was incredible.
Bro.
Linda's part of Trump's cabinet. Did you
that
see
right?
that? Yeah.
No, I didn't
She's
know that.
Secretary of Education.
That's
I believe.
crazy.
Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Tony Hinchcliffe's Secretary of Puerto Rico.
There we go.
I don't know if you saw that.
But dude,
Vince is Secretary of pooping on coworkers.
yo, wild.
That one didn't really land, but you know what I mean.
The poop
Trying to
did.
tag him.
The poop at the chest.
But dude, it's that I would say that doc, in my opinion, that's up there with The Last Dance. It's that good.
It's great.
It's that good.
I mean,
But you know what? I've talked to friends because I agree. I really loved it. But I've talked to Mike Lawrence is a good friend of mine, and
Okay.
Mike was like, for casuals like you,
Oh,
it's a great,
shit, yeah.
it's a great doc. But for
Fuck.
wrestling fans, we're furious because
All right.
we all knew this shit, and it goes deeper. Like Vince is connected to murders.
Oh, got you.
you know.
Got you.
They didn't go
So
deep enough.
we're casuals. We're casuals.
Is Linda getting tombstoned?
Yep.
Linda's getting
Oh, is that a
This
69?
is how I get pulled off, but I'm gonna play it anyway.
yeah.
She's a fucking sport, huh?
Wait, by the way, is this gonna? We can't really show this, right? Because
Nah.
dude, we did an episode with Shane and Soda where we all dressed as wrestlers, and WWE
clear.
had it pulled because we're dressed as wrestlers.
Hilarious.
They're all doing quaaludes, hitting each other with chairs, and we're the bad guys.
It's all, but you know what's so wild is I also saw it through the lens of being a comic. You know how there's all this debate about censorship and what.
Right.
Remember the episode where they talk about there was an era
Yes.
of Girls Gone Wild,
Yes.
Jerry Springer, of is this the moral depravity of society?
Right.
Are we losing control of our children? It's the same conversation we're having with social media and kids.
Yeah.
Just the
Sure.
same- do you see the parallels?
That's what I'm saying.
Or
I
in,
don't know.
I do think it is worse now.
Okay, yeah.
But I think you're right.
But
It's always been
the
that.
themes are the same. Of,
Yes.
But
where's the line?
what do you think
Yes.
is worse, Beavis and Butthead or kids all day Beavis
Yeah.
and Butt is not as
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
as that
Yeah,
shit.
that was 30 minutes.
Well, the crazy part is I have a couple buddies that do these response videos on
Yeah.
Instagram Reels. So they'll play a crazy video, and then their head will pop out, and they'll be like, "All right, man, here's what I think."
yeah.
So sometimes it'll be a girl doing something crazy. So I do drop off in the morning, and I had to unfollow my friend because I was like, "Bro, my 6-year-old is in the back seat, and you're posting just random." Lewd content.
Yes, yes.
You know what I mean? I have a 6-year-old in the back, and he goes, "Why'd you unfollow me?" I was like, I think your comedy's hilarious."
Right.
I just can't have.
He confronted you on the
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He's my boy. We're boys. He's like, "Yo, is this a thing?" And I'm like, "Dude, I just
He should get that.
I text and drive." And I open up, I am an irresponsible father, but I'm not that irresponsible.
Right.
So I was just like, bro, your content is I can't.
Sure.
She'll see it from the back seat.
That makes sense.
So, anyways, to answer your question about Beavis and Butthead, the point is that the fact that kids can just have pocket porn immediately.
Yeah.
There's no
Bad news.
Yeah, there was no.
There's no
Someone's done
barrier
this
to
bit,
entry.
right? The barrier to entry of like you had your older brother had to give you the. Someone's done this bit. This bit's been done, yeah.
I mean, Ronnie Chang had the great bit of like Twitter's so bad for you. We're gonna look at it like smoking. Like you used Twitter when you were pregnant.
That's
Great line.
That's a great bit.
But it's all the same vein.
Yeah. But Nimesh has a joke like that too, where it's just like, I was on social media 6 hours a day. Like it will be like it'll be like one of those. Remember how during they had the smoking ones? Yeah.
I thought that was RFK.
No, but it really is like you used to have to earn it.
Yeah.
And now, like, kids are going to be into shit sexually now that we like didn't get into till our 40s.
Of course.
Because they had access, but also, you know, our parents can say that shit like, you know, they jerked off to Sears catalogs. We had internet.
Yeah.
There's also the humiliation factor. Have you done Mello's podcast yet?
I haven't.
Bro, you got to do. All right.
They offered me a date and I couldn't do it, and then they never asked me again. I was like a little hurt.
Out.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right. If you guys are watching, Miro, reach out.
Yeah.
Sam's gonna be great on it. Okay. But I asked him, I was like, you know, because Kyan, his youngest, basically just grew up on the internet, and now they have mixtape highlights on the internet. And look, I'm not gonna lie, like growing up when I played, I've been crossed up and dropped before, but it died that night.
Yes.
Like me getting dropped by some dude.
Right.
It happened. Like I got ridiculed, and we kept it moving, and I can then lie about it later and be like, it never happened.
Totally.
But now it's like an 8th grader, you
Forever.
just get fucking double crossed and dropped, and it's on Hoops mixtape.
And that's nothing.
It's like etched in amber forever, and you're like, dude, I'm going through puberty.
People kill themselves over that shit.
Dude, I used to have a bit about like how people say like bullying back in the day was worse. I'm like cyberbullying. Like, imagine getting catfish as a kid. Like, what's worse, getting a wedgie or taking a bus to Syracuse thinking you met the one?
Yeah.
You know, like, way worse.
That's great.
Jonathan Haidt has that book.
Dude,
about
by the way, I'm just jumping. You were on Seth Meyers the other night, bro. You were so good.
Hey,
dude, doing the couch.
You're one of the 4 people that watched it.
Hey, man, I liked it.
The other 3 are right here.
No, but dude, doing the couch is so hard. It's like
Really? I think it's so. I was just saying, I think it's so much easier.
But you're great at it.
Oh,
is what I'm
thanks,
saying.
man.
You're great at it. It's like the audience, they don't know unless you're, you know, fucking Chappell Roan or a huge celebrity. They kind of don't know who you are. But you did like within a 6-minute segment, you did 4. Like hard, like
nice.
Well,
and stories.
Yeah, I try to be quick.
Yeah, bro, it was great.
Well, you've done a bunch of those panel things. I've seen you on Fallon, Stuff Kill, and it's like, do you how prepped are you when you go in there?
Well, for me, I know like, and by the way, this was your first time too, right?
Well, I did Daily Show and I did the Letterman thing on Netflix. But
no, but your first time with Seth.
Yeah, no, but
bro, you killed it.
I expected him to be awesome because I know his style of comedy where he's like, he's so economical with words, so I feel like he'll listen well. And
but the part you're and people got to watch this is if you look at it, generally they got to get to know you. But your first joke from the first time you pour out the Bodega Cat, like it's hitting with the studio audience.
So right.
like, we've had friends that you do their set with the studio audience and they're like,
oh yeah,
fucking suck.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the stories are great, or the bits are great. They just don't know who you are.
It can be tough.
You know, you're not Zendaya, so they're just not like, you know what I mean?
True. You should get your friend to do a reaction video to this. Hey, there's this gay guy on Seth Meyers.
But yeah, it was great. But with Jimmy, man, for me, I'm like, all right, look, I got 2 segments. Just isolate up top. Just clear the ball. Give me the ball up top.
Yeah.
Just isolate. Just ISO. I do the Jeremy Lin wave off. Just ISO. Just ISO.
The wave off.
Yeah, just ISO. Just go. Just give me the ball up top.
People
in the comments do it too. They're like, he just is steamrolling the set. And I'm like, well, I got 6 minutes. Let me just.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There is something still to be said. You know, we spent all this time working on these bits and stories and stuff. There is still something to be said when you do it in that studio with like all the lights and
it's fun.
The shine.
Look at that suit there. Is that like an orange suit? That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
It's 30 Rock.
Copper.
It's still
Good,
showbiz. It
Copper.
feels like showbiz.
I did a whole thing on the copper suit looking like my wife's IUD.
Damn, look at that.
That looks that's swaggy as fuck.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, yeah. Damn, you're like the Riddler. Nice.
Yeah. I like getting dressed up.
Yeah, you wish. You're not that famous. The Rizzler's killing it.
I know.
Riddler's on fire.
I know. The Rizzler's fucking crazy.
He's cute.
But yeah, the McManager, that doc was fucking incredible.
Incredible.
What's the I'm not tapped into this.
Oh, really?
Dude, I'm so.
You don't know who the Rizzler is?
Dude, my algo's different.
Dude.
you
Come on.
hooped with him. My connection is I saw
Yeah.
your Instagram photo. Of
He was a big defensive liability. He cost us some big possessions.
hilarious. Have you guys already dissected your performance?
No, there was no footage of it. I sucked. I was
Really?
terrible. But the Rizzler, we had Jamal Crawford on our team. He was incredible. You're like the biggest.
Bro, I love Jamal Crawford.
I'm a huge fan.
Bro, I love Jamal Crawford.
But you're like the celebrity Kings fan. I feel like because he's a Sacramento guy. See, this is the beauty of like being like an Ian Carmel and like being a Blazers fan.
Yeah.
When it's a smaller market, you're like a bigger deal.
Dude,
to them.
there's 4 people from.
Who's another big Sacramento?
Tom Hanks went to Sac State.
There we go.
And they rep him. They're like, hey, you know he went to Sac State, right? Greta Gerwig, obviously.
Lady Bird, shout out.
Bird,
Yeah.
Me, and then like, who's the actress who played in Miss Marvel? Brie Larson. Brie Larson went to like high school for 2 years.
Okay.
So I get they roll out the red carpet for me.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
And you rep-
I'm number 6 on every Hollywood call sheet, but I'm fucking the king of Sacramento.
That's
I rep it
great.
hard. I rep it hard. That was one of our original connections because he goes so deep on the Knicks, and like I respect that. He's not a casual. He's not like a Knicks casual in that way. But we're good, bro, this year.
Great comedy town too. I mean, I've been doing that punchline
I like
for years.
That punchline's a great
love
great
that
room to work out.
Right by the mattress store.
People shit on it. It's above the mattress store, just to be accurate. But I think it actually is a workout room.
Great.
And I'm gonna get a little slander for this too. But I think to work out a new hour, the Sac punch is a little bit stronger than the San Francisco punch. It's a little hot take. I do both. I do both. But I think
You might be getting that hometown love.
yeah. I don't know.
They're both great.
There's also a feeling too where Sacramento as a city is like the rest of the United States.
That's true.
Do you see? You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So like growing up when I went to high school, like one of my best friends, his dad is like a gun owner.
Right.
So it's all. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's libertarian, Republican.
Yes.
It's all of it.
And where's
Because, like,
SF?
my dad's a professor. Like it's
Right.
just all. You see what I mean?
Yeah, of course. I
And
always say it's like San Francisco's straight older brother.
Hilarious.
You know,
That's
it's
a great
just
show.
it's got more
great show.
realness to it.
Yeah. So if like your hour is killing like that, there you could go run that same hour in Dallas or San Antonio, and you're good.
Yeah, definitely.
Every audience member for me in SAC looks like they do MMA. They're like a harder edge.
Yeah. Yeah.
SF, I'm like, they don't use their hands much.
Yeah, I saw a biker gang last time I was there. It's definitely more of America.
Well, also, so the fact that you noticed that, right? That like every dude there kind of is a little bit of like a brawler.
Yeah.
It's why when I moved to New York, I fucked with Knicks fans. Because you guys are kind of like, Knicks fans respect John Stark's Anthony Mason energy.
Yes.
Like if you
They were
have
the
that
greatest.
bravado, like you get respect. That's the same way Kings fans are. Like we love Lottie, we love, just like kind of like Bruisers, Peja, Bibby, Doug Christie,
C-Web.
like kind of hard nosed players.
That was a cool team, man.
It's a cool team, a dope team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys got hockey over there too. Does Sacramento have a hockey team?
No, we're getting.
Oh, you are.
We're getting the A's.
That's
before
kind of
they moved to Vegas, which is a weird thing.
What?
Yeah.
Weird.
There's like we're like the foster care for the
Right.
We're a loving
brutal.
household for a couple of years.
Yeah, because Oakland lost everything.
Some of these owners, man, they're just really.
Do you guys do good in Vegas? Do you guys play well? I fucking bomb in Vegas.
Vegas is tough.
I'm not a good Vegas.
it
Like,
depends.
it kills my morale.
You have to go broad in Vegas.
But when you get the
But I feel like you
residents,
guys are kill. Like there's no crowd you can't kill in front of.
that's
Really?
Could've seen me last night.
that's not true.
In your bag.
No, I mean, look, Vegas. I think coming up in Vegas was brutal. Like when but like last couple times have been good, but because I feel like I got a lot of locals. I feel locals are the key. You might be such a big act over there that you're getting people like coming in.
Yeah, dude. It's the worst city on my tour. I'm like, fuck.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Vegas is your least favorite?
Atlantic City treated me better than.
Wow. Because that's still Jersey.
Yeah, AC's still Jersey, and you're still getting a lot of Philly people and stuff.
Right.
It's a little different.
Yeah, that is a sad town.
Here's another few cities where I'm like, and look,
let's
no
do the
disrespect.
shit
Here we
list.
go.
I'm coming.
Shit list.
And listen, I'm saying this from a place of love. I want to have a great show.
Yeah.
Like I'm leaving my family to be here. Dude, I bomb in Albany so bad.
Albany's rough.
I bomb in Buffalo so bad.
Damn.
Don't get me started on Syracuse.
And I bomb in Syracuse.
Woo,
Now
the
look,
worst.
it's,
A lot of
it's,
New
it's
York
on me.
hits so
It's on
far.
me. they're killers, but I bomb so.
Albany's
fucking
hit or
bad.
miss. The Egg is sick though.
Egg is cool.
Really?
I like
don't play
the Egg.
That's in Syracuse.
No, it's
Albany.
Albany.
That's legendary. But yeah, man, that Albany Funny Bone. Yeah, I've had some rough times there. Syracuse Funny Bone was one of my worst. I remember I walked like so many people. I remember my agent called me. She goes, "You walked 40 people last night?"
What?
And she goes, "What did you do?" And I was like, "My act."
Yeah.
They just didn't like. What do you want me to do? It was not like I was like, "Fuck you, motherfucker." I just
Right.
bombed.
Yeah.
But
40 people.
Buffalo, I like actually. I think Buffalo's really cool.
You did the special at the Den Theater in Chicago.
Yeah, that's a cool venue. Chicago's.
man.
We were
that's,
just
that's
saying
one of
how
your,
much we
I
love
think that's one
Chicago.
of your best specials.
Thanks, man.
That's
I look back and I'm
in
like,
my really.
No,
you got some classic bits in that.
Thanks.
In my opinion.
Thank
In
you,
my opinion.
bro.
But the like that, the way that venue is designed is the opposite feeling that I get in Albany.
Well, what are your favorite cities? To hit on the tour, like where do you?
DC's
murder?
incredible.
Love
I can see
DC.
it.
Bro, DC is like the from the DC Improv to the theaters, like all of it.
All great.
It's just great.
The Lincoln, the Warner.
All of them are great.
Great.
Fucking
He just did it with Joe Wolf special there. He recorded it.
Boston,
Boston's
Wilbur.
killer.
I think the Wilbur's one of the best.
I agree.
So I did my last one. I love the Wilbur.
One of the-
Top
like, one of
three.
the-
Oh, that's a cool.
top-
She looks cool there.
Nice curls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's at the DC
Is
Improv.
that the special?
Yeah, I shot
Oh,
it
that's
there.
great.
So at the Improv, huh?
Great. Oh,
Yeah.
great.
No backdrop?
No,
They let you use the logo.
They said it's. Oops, I shouldn't say this. They said it's to remove it.
Damn.
And I was like, all right, let's keep it.
That's a weird.
It's a weird
thing.
markup.
I know.
Bro, you can't be talking money on the mic.
Okay.
Bleep it.
It's gonna be like RICO laws with us. You know how like you know how the rappers are in like court right now.
Wait, what happened with the rappers?
So what happens is like who's it? Young Thug, right? Young Thug is yeah. They freed him. Yeah, Young Thug's free. They freed Young Thug.
Oh, I'm
But what's
thinking of,
bro?
Lil
Pull this
Durk?
footage up. This is crazy. Play the Young Thug court footage. And by the way, shout out to Josh Johnson who did like a whole hour.
Oh, Josh is
Shout
killing
out to
it.
He's
Josh.
prolific.
Prolific. Shout out to Josh Johnson.
He's
no. Just go to YouTube Young Thug court.
Young Thug Court.
Dude, they play the. It's like a sketch, bro. They play his music, and like the judge and everybody's listening to it because he's implicating himself.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
So yeah, so like. This is his attorney. Smiling. This is like us being like a bit.
Yeah, exactly. He's loving it. Look at the Mitch McConnell motherfucker on the
Look at
right.
this. That's his attorney.
Wait.
But I just love how he's just like.
Yeah. Which I would not be doing. If they were playing my bit in court, I'd be like,
But at least they play it. Remember in the Lenny Bruce trials, they're reading the joke.
that's true.
So he's like, "That's not how I would say it."
Good point.
You're fucking up the delivery.
Yeah.
And he's just smiling.
The security guard's enjoying it a little.
So if you go down the rabbit hole, then they'll go to reaction shots too. It's like bro, it's like a Chappelle Show level sketch.
It really is.
It really
Wow.
is. Some people are like doing this. It's just C-SPAN footage of this.
Wow.
So he won the trial.
Look at this older like white lady. This is bro. You could not cast the casting on this is so good. Remember old episodes of Workaholics?
Yeah.
Where I would ask Adam Devine, I'm like, how did you find these characters? It is straight up Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
It's fucking TNT characters welcome on your show. And he's like, oh yeah, they would just come from the valley.
Wow.
But look at the way you would. It's
Amazing.
Like, yeah, it's incredible.
The old white lady next to Sideshow Mel.
Old white lady's in, yeah. And she's like, what is happening?
This is amazing. I will say it's hard to hear the lyrics sometimes, so you need the writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joe Coy. Joe Coy has a great bit about this song.
What does he say?
About this song, the lifestyle. This beat.
Yeah.
Joe Coy has a killer bit on just this in his last special.
Wow.
Damn.
But anyways, my point is that this is fucking.
So
Truth is
Rico-
way better than fiction.
Explain the RICO Act, how they're
RICO
trying
Act,
to catch.
roughly from what I understand, and I'm going to get this a little bit wrong, is that there's a law that basically, like in your music, or if you implicated yourself in a crime, they can go back and then use that against you.
Ah.
Is that am I getting it right roughly, Sam? With the RICO statute?
But it's if you're associated with the person, or like if
Yes.
you do communications,
Yes.
they can get you on a gang charge.
Yes. Yes.
I think it was originally.
They did this with Pablo Escobar as well.
Yeah,
They try to like
shit.
Escobar, great rapper though.
That's great. But they try to implicate like your entire crew this way.
Yeah, I think they started it for the mafia, like the Italian mafia.
Yes.
That's how they got Capone.
Yeah, so they got Al Capone through the RICO statutes. So anyway,
Syphilis got him after that.
That's true.
yeah.
Rotted his brain.
So anyways, I just didn't want you to get caught up when you're like, we paid. You're in court and they're just like, let's just play We Might Be Drunk. and there's like a SAG-AFTRA representative to be like, really.
Oh, that's the least of his concern. If his wife leaves him, there's a lot of footage with his kid in the back.
So how many kids you got?
I got 2.
Okay.
You're about to have a baby, right?
I got a 7-month pregnant wife.
Wow.
Thank you. I'm terrified. I'm trying to live now. I'm writing all the material, doing all the pods,
Bro.
going on trips. Thanks. I'm scared.
Congratulations, bro.
I mean, how do you do it with comedy? What's the trick?
Are we the same age? I'm 39.
I'm 40.
Oh, great. Yeah, man. You're gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome.
That wasn't the answer he was looking for.
How do you do it with comedy?
Yeah, how do you?
Yeah, do you still getting up? I mean, you put out specials.
I mean, like the thing is that like you just get dialed in.
Yeah.
You're like, I just can't fuck around.
Right.
There's no fuck around time.
Got it.
So like if I'm at yeah. But you know what's really cool, man? Selfishly for us, and Gaffigan will tell you this. You're just like, oh, there's 7 minutes right there.
Right. Seinfeld said the same thing.
Gaffigan will tell you this. Wear a suit.
Yeah, that's a callback.
Yeah.
But then also just to keep it real, man. Like life's about graduating. Like we did the 20s thing, we did the 30s thing.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? Like when you again, I mean, I'm not saying this just to like whatever. Like Sam, you're so good at owning the bomb. Rock is good at this too, by the way. When Rock goes up in the cellar, he is fucking unflappable when he's working on shit. But if you talk to like an open micer who's like 23, they treat everything like it's like, so then I'm gonna do a late night set, and then it's gonna change everything. And so like when I sometimes talk to them, I'm like, you got to live through this. I can tell you I can give you all the advice.
That's a good point.
You have to live through it. But it makes me realize I'm so glad I graduated past this. Like I'm not playing that game anymore. So what I'm trying to say with the kids thing is you're going to experience just new memories and the shit that we did in our 20s and 30s at Moon Tower when we stayed up all night.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Like, that was cool. We did that.
Interesting.
Like now we're doing this.
Yeah, you'll look at your baby and you'll forget all the good times we had.
Yeah. Well, I get such bad FOMO, but I think you're right. You got to move on.
I think so.
Dude, you'll be a dope. You're going to be a great dad.
Oh, thanks.
No, you're going to be a great dad.
Yeah, I bet you're a great dad. I can see you being. What's
my wife? She'll. You can't say.
Sorry, honey, I got to go to Vegas.
Yeah. Like you'll realize this too. I was just like, I can't stand on that. There's other people that'll be like, I would like to disagree on that. But I think I do my best.
But what's the complaint? That you're on the road too much? Is that it?
The complaint is that like
that's where the money is.
There's it's like this. Like having a comedy career, you have to be the showrunner of your career. So if like you've ever been in a comedy's writer's room, you're like, what are we doing? What's the take? What's the direction? What's the plan? Like, what's the schedule? You're that. You're the fucking offensive coordinator for the whole thing. But to be a parent, you're also showrunning like that thing.
You're running 2 shows.
You're running 2 shows.
The wife isn't running that, you don't think?
No. Shout out to my wife. She is running that.
Yeah.
But I want to be a part of that. And it's just it's the pull of that.
Got it.
See what I mean? It's like it's the man. It'd be really great if we go to that water park at the, in New Jersey this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm doing Albany.
Right.
And it's like I want to do. Actually, I don't want to be in Albany. I want to be with y'all. But like it's it's that constant.
Got it.
That's the shitty part.
That sucks.
But the good thing about stand-up is you do have free time maybe when she wouldn't. Or there's times when you can swap in like
facts.
Yeah.
Days free.
So yeah, thank you. I'm gonna play this in couples therapy, by the way. No, but for real. Like
my drunk friend on the podcast.
Yeah.
Great point.
Hey, Sam, my drunk single friend. Are you single? Are you seeing someone?
I'm serious.
Okay, gotcha. Respect.
But Gary Vitor, I have to hit him with all the time because Gary's got 2 kids. He's on the road with me. We're doing the bus next year pretty hard, and Gary's like he feels a lot of guilt not being there.
Yeah.
But he's a great dad when he is there, and he's always checking in on FaceTime.
Totally.
You know, he's with other women, but they don't see that. So
Who are we to judge? Who are we to
But
judge?
you got to make the money.
the joke, by the way.
That's the thing, yeah.
Yeah, women want it both ways in
Yeah.
some senses. You're like, it's just the lights
like,
on.
It's also just like, it doesn't even matter about like the gender thing. It's just a resources thing of like, all right, there's fucking 50 decisions we have to make. Like, all right, braces is this much. Nanny is this much. Like private schools, whatever it is. Or
yeah,
daycare is
yeah.
this much. Like, it's just a numbers thing.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. Like, I could be doing OnlyFans or what it doesn't
Right,
You
right.
know what I mean? Like this.
that jawline, you could be doing OnlyFans.
Hey, and there'd be like a niche market because there's not a lot of like.
What do you think
Indian
you're showing
guys.
off? You think like feet or what are you doing? Butt?
I would do like hair,
Hair is good.
hair fetish.
Indians aren't known for the
know-
feet.
I know. There's people that are into body hair.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
You're hairy. Me too,
I'm
man.
fuzzy.
Yeah,
I'm fuzzy.
I'm
Yeah.
hairy
All right.
too.
Yeah.
Indian hair is the best hair. It's
Indian
the
hair
most
is the best.
coveted.
It's the most coveted hair.
Yeah.
Beautiful head.
You got a
Oh,
great.
thank
Look at that hairline. That's fucking crazy,
Bro, thank you.
I know.
Like, hey, I lucked out.
if you fail in comedy, you could sell that.
I could sell
And
it.
you'd be cleaning up.
For sure.
Yeah.
Was I supposed to bring in a bit? Is that was?
If you got one,
We could, yeah.
like a half baked, not ready
I don't even have. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do bits, Rex, and Peeves on here.
Okay.
Speaking of bombing, I saw Louis bombing for a good month, and I'll say this to the camera. He was dying up there, and now I saw him 2 nights ago. It's all working.
Yeah,
The same shit.
it is pretty cool.
It's incredible to watch.
Incredible, man.
He gave me.
Can you turn around a bit like that?
Yeah.
It takes me,
That's
sometimes
like-
it takes me
that's
6
Jedi
months,
level.
sometimes I get it in a week. It's all over the
Mark
road.
is being humble. I do think of all my friends who have a premise, he sticks with it as well as anybody. Like he will have a bit not working, and then it'll just be fucking like I'll just see it one day like holy shit I didn't, and I always believe in it, but I'm also like there's times when I'm like oh I didn't see it there, like I just
Right.
sometimes you know if you find something funny clearly there's something there and you're just
Yeah.
not articulating it, but
Yeah.
but the way he sticks with it is pretty cool.
And there's also the it's always the what's the link that I'm missing?
I know.
Oh, it's just the link.
the puzzle piece. It's
Yeah, it's
right
just-
there.
Okay, has somebody done that? Somebody's done this bit, but
The arrow in the head.
the arrow in the head. Yeah. Remember when you were in elementary school? Like the fastest kid in your class was the biggest speed in 3rd grade was the biggest flex in
Yes.
the world. Like I remember at recess it'd be like, do you remember the fastest kid in your class?
I do.
Yeah, you know him by name.
Tony Champagne.
That's what I'm saying. So there's something in this idea. I've been
Yeah.
trying to fucking crack this bit for a year.
It's very male. I don't think women were sitting around like she's quick.
But maybe that's the angle.
But girls would come. Girls
To
would come
watch.
to recess.
Aha.
Down at recess.
Yeah.
That's true.
And it was like, I will race you.
Yes.
And then
There's
to get
something,
older,
there's something in this idea.
I like it.
of
I like it.
Because like,
well, when you're young, it's racing. When you're older, it's fighting. I think, like 8th grade, is like who's the toughest.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like fight or flight.
what's the
maybe.
currency like now?
Money.
Money. Yeah.
Success.
I'm trying to think of do you know what I mean? The thing that's not.
The easy punchline at the end would be, and now I'm fast and my wife hates it. But that's too easy.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
there's something relatable for sure about this.
In like in the vein of you ever do this where you're like, this is how my brain works. I almost hear it like a song. I'm like, I know the joke is gonna go like this. I'm
Yes.
gonna produce a song like
Yes.
So like a little bit of this bit, I know I have to pepper it up top the way Cosby did the dentist thing. Because it is a you remember when joke.
Right.
And there's like there could be a crowd work element of like who was it? Is Nick?
Best.
Nick all right. And you remember like like all right, I'll meet you at recess. And then the idea of like just like random 20-minute break where we would somehow fucking organize this Lord of the
Yes.
Flies fucking fight. You know what I mean? This match. And then maybe there's like a way to be like, you can't do that as adults. Be like, chase me. Like,
Oh,
my
yeah.
kids, the idea of like chase me, they're like, hey, chase me.
Right.
They think it's so fucking great.
Yeah.
Like my son could come and be like, hey, will you chase me? And he'd be like, all right, I'll chase you. You know, but like you do
Also,
that now.
it's a skill that doesn't translate to adulthood. Like, there's no use for being fast.
Unless you're the Olympics.
Yeah.
That's really the only way is to go all the way with
But
it.
there's like
But is
5
there-
people that.
Is there
Right.
is there some primal like thing in our amygdala of like, no, speed means you could be the leader of the pack.
Probably,
Why was it
yeah.
so impressive?
I don't know. It's like goes back to the hunter-gatherer days. You could chase a gazelle. Who the hell knows? Or you can get away from an enemy.
But at age 7, why did we? Like,
I don't know. Well, sex wasn't introduced yet.
Yeah.
That's what I think. You're like this. You're focused so you have a small bubble when you're a kid. So
Yeah, but
speed was
no
everything.
woman now is like, does he have a lot of money? No, but he's like a fucking cheetah, dude.
That's what I'm
He's so
saying.
fast, yeah.
Money and sex come into your life later, and you're like, fuck running. This is important. And I think that's what the thing is. As a kid, that was your world was speed.
So I'm out of the adult. I've been married. It'll be now like almost 10 years. What's the currency that matters? Like I have friends that have told me that for some reason height is a big deal.
Height's big. But that's for getting laid,
They'll
though.
get eliminated from the love on height.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that was him. That was the kid in my school. Tony Champagne. You found him.
That's
That
crazy.
was a friend of mine.
Okay, look at this. Store manager at Ross Stores Inc. Did you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out Tony, my old pal.
But Tony Champagne Jr., like in the 3rd grade, bro, that like being the fastest kid in your class was like, yeah, I'm a partner at Aiken Gump. Like
the champagne of sprinters.
Yeah.
Run Forrest Run. I mean, running is in there. It's important.
That's crazy.
This is also Tony Champagne. How many Tony Champagnes in New Orleans do you think there are?
It's a common name.
It also sounds like a guy who would fuck you over with money.
Those are two wildly different Tony Champagne. That real was the Tony Champagne?
That was the black guy.
That's dope, man.
Hey, Tony Champagne, you piece of shit. You better make good on that bet.
But that kid could run. I'll tell you that right now.
He never stopped running.
And he was a good drawer.
What's it like for you to meet people now, Sam? Like when you meet people to date?
To go on
You're
dates?
kind of famous. Like,
that is tough.
I haven't been on a date in a while, but there was a period where it was like, no one gives a shit.
Really?
No, I don't think anyone cares.
But they just knew you're financially secure. So they're like, all right.
And tall.
I guess.
Yeah, you're tall.
Yeah, it didn't really do me that many, unless occasionally I get like, my brother thinks you're funny. I don't know who the fuck you are. That was like as good as I would get. Like, something like that. It was nothing.
This might be delicate. Do you ever match with someone on Raya?
Who, what?
Have you ever matched with
Yeah, of
someone
course,
on Raya?
yeah. Ever?
What the hell is that?
Where's this?
Why is that delicate?
Because you have a girlfriend now. I didn't want to.
Oh, yeah, I don't give a shit.
All right, who'd you match with on Raya?
Oh, I don't want to say that. Yeah.
Rico statues, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, no, I don't want to put people on blast there, but fine, it was Helen Mirren. And I fucked her twice, too.
Yo, you want to know what crazy?
Then I ran away champagne style.
I felt I'm not on Raya, but I felt a certain way. I had like some Instagram clip that I put up, on my channel, and Helen Hunt liked it, and I was like, woo! It got me feeling a certain way.
Damn.
I'm not trying to brag, but it was Helen
I
Hunt.
love you like I do.
I'm not trying to brag,
dude.
but it was like,
As good as it gets.
It's good as the wet
Link is-
t-shirt.
Oh, let me ask you guys this: what was your do you remember your first cartoon crush?
Well, Jessica Rabbit is
Jessica
the
Rabbit.
obvious answer.
That's tough.
Mine's was Anastasia,
Anastasia.
and it made me kind of like have a crush on Meg Ryan.
Oh.
Meg Ryan was the voice of Anastasia.
Right.
Yeah.
Meg Ryan's
remember.
cute. I don't know Anastasia. What Disney was that?
It wasn't Disney. It was a darker animated movie.
Oh.
Which was kind of like
Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
By the way, are you guys watching? Speaking of darker, you guys watching Penguin?
Yes,
We were
just got
talking
into it.
about yeah.
Oh, you guys already talked about it on
There's
the
your
pod.
girl.
I think it's pretty good, man. It's a good show.
It's good or great?
I think when people were saying it's in the same conversation like this,
Breaking
Sopranos
Bad.
and The Wire,
Yeah.
you gotta settle down. But it's a really good show.
But Colin Farrell alone is amazing. It carries the whole show.
It's a
just
great
like,
show.
wow,
Yeah,
he's so
yeah.
different.
There's a lot of like good. So there's a lot of okay. So the fact that it was like good to great made it. in my
Yeah,
stand out.
and you got to love the IP juke they did of like, hey, you like Batman, huh?
Yeah.
Check this out. It has nothing to do with Batman.
And also, isn't it crazy? And I'm on episode 4 right now, but there's no mention
Nothing.
of the Batman.
They got us in with the name we know, and then they pulled the rug out.
Do you feel there's a little bit like what I like about it is it has a little bit of that Breaking Bad factor.
Sure.
Of like he at the end of every episode he's cornered in some way.
Yes.
And you're like, how is he?
Yeah.
It is fun to root for the bad guy a little bit.
It is. Yeah.
And he's so fucked up that he's kind of an underdog.
Have you guys seen the clip of him when he's rapping? I think it came out yesterday.
What?
Of him in full Penguin. Play it. Him in full Penguin.
Uh-oh.
Thing, but he's talking like
people he
Colin.
killed.
Yeah,
He's
Rico.
Like, yeah. No.
Oh,
Not
jeez.
rapping.
Hell
yeah.
When they rapped production.
Oh, I didn't. I
No.
thought the same thing you did.
But he's in. Jesus, man. Yeah.
That is hilarious that's how I read it.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
We both did the Rico
No.
joke.
But it's like Colin Farrell like talking to the cast when they rapped. Yeah, take a minute. But it's wild hearing him talk like Colin in the full prosthetics.
Is there a
who plays
Kristen Milotti. She's amazing.
She's great.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Layered character too.
What do you guys? Do you guys do the whole PS5 thing on the road? Do you guys do movies and
we drink.
Movies and booze. I'm doing the Bus the whole run next year, pretty much.
Bus is so fun.
And yeah, I bought so many fucking Blu-rays. It was. I'm texting Vito. I'm like, what do you think about this one? He's like, dude, we got to rewatch Cape Fear. He wants to watch like De Niro.
Oh, that's great.
He's just picking out. Dude, I got Deliverance for the South. I got what else?
Oh, fun!
I got so many good ones coming. I just bought The Game with Michael Douglas.
Oh, great!
Oh, that's a fun movie.
Oh, that's great. Fincher directed that, right?
That's right.
Yes,
that's right.
I got some really good ones. I got fucking Manhunter and Thief.
Nice, Michael Mann.
Yeah. Let me just say this, by the way. We gotta.
Yeah, we got less than a minute.
Oh,
in a minute.
It's going to be an hour.
Plug your dates.
No, man. Let's do 10 minutes. Let's wind it down. 10 more minutes. Let them know. We'll wind it down.
Whoa.
I like it.
What was I gonna say? Fuck.
Penguin.
No.
What were you talking about? Milotti.
Tour Bus.
PS5.
Dude, what I love
You're
about
a
the
gamer?
movies, I love about this comic that would open for me, Mackie Leaper. It was very, very funny.
Oh,
comic.
I know Mackie.
Yeah, I've seen
Mackie's
this guy.
very
Good guy.
funny.
He was on
Dude,
that Amazon
very, very
show
funny.
too, right?
Yeah,
Jury Duty.
Yeah.
Mackie's
viral,
super
too.
funny.
Yeah.
But he brought a Nintendo Switch to the tour bus a couple years ago. The graphics on the video, dude, it's unreal. So you should absolutely get like a PS5 Nintendo Switch.
Which one is that? Is that the little one?
You didn't like it?
Well, no, I did, but I did it on the road with Aziz Ansari, and I was with Mateo, and he's such a little glitch bitch. He knows how to win every little cheat code. Mateo's just doing like some shit. I'm like, how the fuck are you in first place by this
Mateo's
much?
so
He's like,
talented.
you guys don't. Yeah, he is talented at everything.
He is.
There's nothing he is bad.
We were on stage together the other night at the Cellar, and he's speaking French to an audience.
Singing,
He's singing.
while wearing like a New York Knicks jersey.
Yes.
He's fucking
ripped.
He's got arms like Dwight Howard, and it's like, God damn, bro.
Those guns.
Yeah. When he's bulking and cutting, it's just crazy. Yeah, play this clip of him and I.
God, Mateo.
This is
like shit.
freaky. Yeah.
And I just feel so great.
Whoa.
Trippy, right?
Blowing my tits off. I will miss the suit.
Dude,
Wow.
He's had a crazy career because I feel like he was in a ton of shitty movies for a while, and then he just like he just got in a hot streak.
Yeah.
Kind of like McConaughey, where it's like we know you're good, you're just in a lot of you can't always control what you're in.
Well, it's the hot guy. It's the hot guy problem.
But then he was in Bruges, and I think everyone was like, "Oh shit, this guy's awesome."
Killer.
Let me just say this: I love that you're curating great movies. Let me just say one movie that I think is
Please.
fucking
Hot
great
Wreck Time.
Okay, Any Given Sunday.
It's fun.
Oh, it's a classic.
Who's the director of Any Given Sunday?
Oliver Stone.
Oliver Stone.
Yeah.
He is slept on as a director.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, he's like,
I don't think is he
Born on
ever
the 4th of July?
Is he put in the Quentin Tarantino Steven Spielberg conversation?
No, he's not.
People
They
don't put
worship
Oliver
him.
Stone in that
no, but
conversation.
speaking of the Tarantino Spielberg, he didn't he do Natural Born Killers, which Tarantino
Wrote.
did the story, and he was like, I want nothing to do with.
Also, Stone just did that new Megalopolis, and I think
No, that was
he did.
was it Coppola?
Coppola.
Okay.
That's-
No, he
That-
did Platoon
that
though. He did Wall Street. He did some.
So I would say
Doors.
like if you look at the cinematography
JFK.
like
I think
of
he
Wall Street
wrote Scarface, by the way.
and Any Given Sunday,
Wow.
you're just like the
he's a
tone of it.
beast.
The tone of it's great. Any Given Sunday to me is like I haven't seen a better like football movie.
Jamie Foxx was awesome.
Fucking great. Willie
Yeah.
Beeman's amazing. Bill Bellamy is like a
Oh,
wide receiver.
yeah.
Fucking great.
LL Cool J 's the
LL
running
Cool
back.
J.
That's right.
They apparently like legitimately got in a fight on set. LL Cool J and Jamie Foxx. There's
wow.
so there's whole lore about them like in that scene where they're in the bathroom and they full on go at
wow.
it. Yeah, and the story is like Oliver Stone just let it rip.
Yeah.
Just like yeah, just talk that shit. Like yeah. So they were both kind of. It's that beautiful thing of like they were in character because LL is still kind of LL
Right.
in that era, and then Jamie's kind of coming up and he's trying to be
Yes.
an R&B singer and that like so
Egos.
it's great.
Dennis Quaid. We were talking
Dennis
about
Quaid,
athletes who
yeah.
held on too long. He's like he's the older quarterback in that.
Yeah.
That
By the
was
way, LL, real badass. A guy broke into his house. He beat him up.
Fucking great.
Pull that story.
By the way, hey,
breaking into a house
hey, if I'm gonna do a pitch,
Cool J.
by the way, LL, if you want to, would you guys have him on? We might be drunk.
Of course.
Dude,
We'd love to
fucking-
have LL.
He's on a pod run right now. LL Cool.
Really?
There's two people that are doing podcast runs right now. Let me just shout them out too that are fucking killing it. LL Cool J is ripping through every pod.
I had no
Come on,
idea.
LL.
This dude has stories. Like he's like, oh, you want to know how I recorded an album with Michael Jackson? You're like, what the fuck? Where's this story coming
He's
from?
a Queens guy.
So L Cool J's is like ripping through podcasts, has amazing stories, and Marlon Wayne's.
Oh.
Shout out
We
to
tried
Marlon.
to get him. We
We'll
have
have
the,
him both.
Marlon is
we
like
have the same
killing
agent.
it.
I met him at that Kid
Marlon.
Super show. He was very cool, but his stories are insane too. I mean,
Of course.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I was friends with Tupac. And by the another great movie with Marlon Wayne's Above the Rim.
Oh,
I gotta
yeah.
watch
Great
it. I've never
oh,
seen
yeah.
Oh, get that for the
I'm
tour
gonna
bus.
get that for the bud.
So I'm
Peter
sorry,
wants
guys.
me
Our
to watch
guest
a
has
rebound.
to go.
What?
Our guest has to go.
Oh, okay.
All right, what do you
Okay,
got on tour?
I'm not on tour, but watch the
Okay.
special on Netflix, please.
There you
Off
go.
with His Head, streaming now on Netflix. I'm really proud of it.
It's very- I think it's your
you'll
best
enjoy it.
one.
Thank
All
you,
right, I'm
man.
pumped to see it. I'm
I think
gonna
you guys will enjoy it. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for coming in, man.
Great
That
to
was
see
great. Good chatting. We went deep.
Yeah, Mark, where are you gonna be, man?
I'm gonna be all over the road. I got Inglewood, New Jersey. What is it? Oh, got it. All right, we just wrapped up Providence. Now we're coming to Wilkes-Barre, PA, Inglewood, New Jersey. Doing a run in Houston at the Improv, Polish this hour. A run at the Stand Up Live in Phoenix. Dallas Improv in Addison. And the Ryman in Tennessee, Nashville.
Where are you taping the special?
I don't know yet. I think I got 3: Minneapolis, San Diego, Denver. Those are my 3
Let's
options.
talk about it.
Okay, we'll
I wanna
talk.
hear your thoughts on each.
I like it. Where you at there, Fetty?
Yeah, where are we starting? The 8th of December. I just added a bunch of clubs to work out before I go on the theater. So I added San Antonio, January 3rd and 4th. We added Liberty Township, Ohio.
Oh, yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
Outside Cincinnati.
January, yeah, right outside Cincinnati. Then we got Pittsburgh, January 23rd through 25th. And then we hit the fucking bus, baby. First 2 days, I think we're doing a runner, but Charlotte, Richmond, Philly, D.C., Bethlehem, Tulsa, Austin, Dallas, Houston, New Orleans, Memphis. It goes on. Knoxville, Nashville, Birmingham, Atlanta, Durham, New Haven, Providence, Portsmouth, Portland, Maine, Burlington. Go to the website, Montreal, Toronto. Goes on and on. I am hitting your city, and if I'm not, I'll do it in the fall. SamMorril.com/shows or punchup.live/Mark Norman, punchup.live/SamMorril. We're on there. Get some tickets. Buy some Bodega Cat. We love you. Watch Hasan's special. Our buddy and Salamanca. You got anything to promote here?
Just Page to Stage. It's on Punch Up Live. You can buy it for $3. It's a documentary I made with Mark about writing one joke.
And we did Michelle Wolf, and we just did one with the Seinfeld appearance and all that. So we're cooking.
All right. Well, awesome. Love you guys. Keep listening. Tell your friends and get some Bodega Cat.
Hell yeah, comedy.
Sunday's the day for my next offender. A bit of Pivarek, you know the beer juice close. I've had a little too much bourbon, and Norman's talking shit about the fucking Pope.